The overexposure is completely fine. It does its job, and that's completely. I can't wait to go back to the first part of the stream, and it's just your butt. It's just your butt for the whole time. Oh man. Okay. I'm just checking the FJ Endurance channel. And we are live. So, hello everyone. My name is Nicholas Poitras. I'm joined alongside my good host, Rick Balthorn. And welcome everyone to the 6 hours of Imola watch party. It is, I'm going to show you the time on my phone. It is 3:57. I am tired. Rick is tired. But guess what? We are still here. We got some racing to do. You're probably also wondering, where's Mr. Jonah? It's also 4 a.m. for Jonah, but sadly, Jonah doesn't have the luxury of being able to do this this early in the morning. So it's just going to be me, and it's also going to be Rick. But don't you guys worry. Your good old friend Jonah will be here a little bit later. When it comes to the stream, he should be here about halfway in. He'll switch with Rick. And as soon as that happens, we'll be doing the back half of this race. But for the start, at least for now, because we're going to be doing the opening lap. They're just getting started. I do want to go over the starting grid. On the front row, car number 51, it is the Ferrari that has been all dominant last year. They're showing it again. James Collado put it on pole in the front in the Ferrari 51. On the front row with it, a car that I predicted that's going to be in that championship fight all year. It's that 8 Toyota with Brendan Hartley in it. In row number 2, car number 50, driven by Miguel Molinda in the 5499P. These Ferraris are looking incredibly fast this year. But guess what also is looking fast? On the second row, car number 94, driven by Luc Duval in the Peugeot. Very, very fast, Rick. I don't think you and I expected to see a Peugeot in the top 5 whatsoever. But Will Steven, yeah, we did not expect that one bit. It is very, very cool to see them up there. Hold on. I just got to quickly make sure. Rick, can you just not say a slur and just check your microphone? I'm just making sure you're coming through.
Hello.
Yeah, you're
Hello.
coming through.
Hello.
Beauty.
Hello. Perfect.
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 I just, for some reason, you weren't coming in for a moment, but we're all good. As for the remaining hypercars, we got Will Stevens in car number 12 in the leading Cadillac. We got 2 Cadillacs out here, but it's the 12 car that leads. In the second Toyota, we got Mike Conway in car number 7 in P6. In the Alpine, it's Ferdinand Hasberg in car number 35, the Austrian, in his Alpine. And the final Ferrari in P8, driven by Philip Hansen in car number 83. René Rast in car number 20 in the BMW is going to lead the BMWs in P9. But alongside him, on row 5, is going to be Kevin Magnussen in car number 15 BMW as well. On row 11, it's Frederick Makowiecki in the Alpine. And it's Harry Ticknell.
Nick, I think they're going to get started, aren't they?
I think they just might get started here pretty soon.
They are going to get started as they go up or at least they're going to the final sector now.
Yeah, they are going to be coming through the final sector on the track. The main question, though, Rick, I think we've been talking over the offseason about BOP. We've been talking all over this offseason about what is going to be in store for the ultimate race. My question for you is, do you think Toyota could take the fight to Ferrari? I think they can.
I mean, of course they can. I think they could have done it before, but it's just BOP just didn't seem to allow them to. I mean, we don't know what the BOP is looking like this weekend. Not that it matters, because the race is just going to get started, and we're going to see how it goes. But I have all the faith in Toyota that they can bring back like the success they've done in the past. Because that new TR010, it is looking sharp. It is looking fast. And I mean, their driver lineups are as good as ever. So I'm pretty confident that they can take the fight to these Ferraris today.
We're about to find out pretty soon. We'll give you guys an update as well on the LMGT3s because we haven't done a starting grid on them. We'll go through them pretty soon. But as they come around the last two corners, the 2026 WEC season is about to get started. As the beautiful...
And finally so.
Finally. We've been waiting weeks has been waiting for this moment as the safety car is about to pull in. And the beautiful 2001 Space Odyssey music is about to play. We got two red cars on the front row. We got one Ferrari. We got one Toyota. But the question is, who's going to be the one to lead us into turn one? We're about to find out right here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 6 hours of Imola as we're about to get going green so soon. Come on, you guys. Get on going. Don't flag on me. I thought the screen just crashed on me. And come on, you guys, go green. This is
they're going the long finish line.
It's a green flag.
There we go.
Racing as the 51 car blasts away up in front, and immediately on the challenge, it's the 50 car going up the inside of the Toyota. So it's immediately
on it. He immediately attacks.
It's a Ferrari 1-2 as the stream quality is dropping for us. It's all clean so far from the back guys. I think the 83 car. No, why is it buffering?
Thank you, WEC Plus. Thank you, WEC Plus.
Thank you, WEC Plus, for the ultimate stream. I paid $20 for this, and it's buffering.
Yep.
Are you kidding me? They're having a battle with the BMWs as the 20 car is just holding on for the 83, as that 7 car also having a bit of an issue. This is ridiculous. This buffing is unbelievable. We're pretty delayed here on the stream, as it's all clean so far for the front runners. As one of the BMWs is about to get rear-ended from the corner. Dude, this is so bad, Rick. Oh my God, what is this buffing? It's not, we can't even watch the stream. This is ridiculous.
WEC is falling apart on the first lap of the season. Awesome. Lovely.
Awesome. Thank you so much, WEC. This is really appreciative. But it's James Collado who leads with Miguel Melinda in second, Brendan Hartley in third, Luke Duvall holding on the fourth, Will Stevens in fifth, Ferdinand Hasberg in sixth, and Mike Conway in seventh. This is going to be ridiculous to deal with for 6 hours of streaming with a buffing stream. If it's starting like this already, oh man, I'm a little concerned for the remainder of this race.
But as we see, I mean, the Lexuses, they are on that McLaren at the start. Again, we saw the Lexus yesterday in IMSA. It's fast. It still has one more in it. I got one more in me saying that's what the Lexus is trying to do this year before we get the new GRGT for next year. But as we go back to the front group here with
I would like
Ferrari.
to go back to the front group, but it's so delayed.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I'm gonna do a quick refresh. Rick, I might have to give you my account details here. And you might have to stream it for me. That might be what we have to do. But we very much apologize for this stream. This is not our fault.
And we got 21 Ferrari on the Merc, on the Iron Links Merc there.
And now, finally, we're seeing a little bit of battling as we see the LMGT3. So it's still AU in the 10 McLaren that's leading. This car has not been very good here, at least in America, the 720. But look at it. It's leading here at the front of LMGT3 with 2 Lexuses hounding on the back.
I mean, this year you got such an experienced squad like Garage 59 running the car. I mean, massive success in GT World Challenge with that car. Of course, a long-time McLaren, running team, customer as well. So they have the experience with that car, running multiple cars in GT World Challenge, and it's showing. But Acadis with the Lexus, they're showing up pretty early in this race. They're there.
They're showing pretty early, and already in LMGT3, we're seeing some battling for the front pack. It's between the two guys. I'm going to look at it. It's Darren. It's buffing. I hate this so much. The buffing as we see Antares Isle and Tom Van. Who is that? I don't even know. It's not even showing. This is such a bad stream. I should know the drivers as well.
Van Rompuy.
It's Van Rompuy. As they're both battling. As now we're on board with Will Stevens as he's right on the back bumper of Duval in fourth. So the Peugeot having a good start and holding on, but it's the Ferraris that take the advantage early. And I would like to say that they're pulling away, but they're not really. The fastest time, I will say, though, from James Collado, it's a half a second up, a 134.533.
Yeah, right now he has that fresh air, the fresh air in front of him, nothing to stopping him from just putting those laps down, driving away. And the 50 car is obviously just going to follow. They don't want to fight early in this race, get a gap on the Toyota, and then just, fight it out
Absolutely
later.
pull away.
But we see the Lexus on the butt of the McLaren.
Yes,
showing his
we are
nose, but
seeing
not
it
really
now. He's
fully
right
there.
on the back bumper as we're going to be moving down towards turn 1. Rick, I'm gonna send you my stuff because I want to see if maybe you could if it's better for you. We really appreciate your guys' patience here. This was not how we planned the stream to go. Here, this is my email.
Let's see if this works. If it's
and that's the website password. So hopefully we'll be able to get a better stream because it is buffing to all hell for me. And we're having a very, very difficult time following. The good thing is that the live timing is still active, and we can still see that James Collado is still comfortably up in front with Miguel Melinda in second, Brendan Hartley in third, Louis Duval in fourth. But this battle here in LMGT3 is still raining on. These Lexuses are hounding the back of this McLaren right from the get-go. There's also a BMW that's at the back of this train.
So, Nick, you have to leave. WEC Plus does not allow you to watch multiple sessions at once. So you have to close the session.
Okay, I got to close it.
Unbelievable.
And then you're going to have to share your screen for me. This is, I love this. I love technical difficulties here at the peak of our powers.
Can we please?
Okay, I refreshed.
Refresh maybe.
Give it a good
Mamma mia, it's not showing. It's not showing.
Are you kidding me?
WEC, oh my god. It's still saying you're logged in.
Why?
It's still saying you're like watching it on another session. It's
this is ridiculous. The buffing is unbelievable. I really apologize for this. Guys, I'm gonna give it another try.
IMSA didn't have this issue. I'm just saying.
IMSA had no problems. I could just watch it on YouTube for free and I could just stream it. Oh. Can you watch it now?
Can we watch it? No. Let's go.
Yes. Okay, we're back.
It gives me commentary. Okay.
It gives you commentary. That's fine. So there's a crazy battle here in LMGT3 as still the McLarens are holding up in front. I'm curious to see which BMW that. Look at all the battling here in the back as we're on board with the Heart of Racing 27 car. As there's a Porsche. There's another Mustang gets
flies by cleanly like that.
Very clean. That's a Proton 88 car as we go on board with
I think this is the replay of the start. This was the replay of the start, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
Yeah, and here we see the this was 2 laps ago, I think, with the Lexus chasing down the McLaren. And I'm getting a little bit of buffeting as well on the stream. So
it's a little bit of buffeting, but it's definitely better than what's happening for me. There's still that battle for 7th position between Ferdinand Hasberg and Mike Conway as they're having a bit of a tussle. But out on track, most importantly, it is those Ferraris leading away. We knew that they were going to be fast, but man, it is looking very, very comfortable. With 5 hours and 52 minutes to go, you can already see that he's got about a 4-car gap. But guess who doesn't have a 4-car gap? It's that McLaren. Look at the 2 Lexuses absolutely hampering Van Rompuy and Brorescu. Oh god, that's a name. That's a name and a half to try to get right. But wow, we're seeing some really good battling here at the beginning of LMGT3. We know how good the racing can be here. We were having a bit of a conversation. There's a lot of new drivers coming in for LMGT3, and we'll get into that eventually. But for now, it's looking pretty competitive, pretty spicy, as the top 4 in LMGT3 are all separated by 4 car lengths. So it's looking pretty spicy there. I'm curious to see. We got a Corvette and Aves driven by Ulok in the 34 car. We have 2 of them. I would love to see. Hopefully they can be a little bit better and more competitive in Europe, but they've been pretty quiet so far. Speaking of quiet, up in front, it's all clean. It's single file racing so far between everyone. We got Louis Duval, who's leading with Will Stevens in second, and right behind is the 35 of Hashberg, who was being hounded by Mike Conway in 7th, but not anymore. The Alpine, this is going to be their final year, so any results, I expected them to finish around the top 5 in the championship. If they can hold on to the 6th place, that's going to be a pretty good start to their championship, but it's also going to be a really good start for the Peugeot in 4th. But we got 6 hours in this race. A lot is going to change But right now, it seems like everyone's kind of just holding the pace
Yeah,
for now.
settling into the race, finding their rhythm. I
Very
mean,
much settling into
uh,
it. You know, Rick, you have a lot of experience with these sprint races. I know you haven't done many of these endurance races. How quickly do you see guys fall into rhythm and not really get into battles? You'll see battles like this between the 79 Mercedes and the 27 Aston Martin, but
it depends. It depends. I mean, some drivers they. I mean, in the shorter races, it's from lap one. It's immediately fighting. Like that's just you gotta like pounce immediately on any opportunity you get. But in these longer races, when you have 6 hours, um, and especially like the bronze drivers starting, there is no need for them to take any risk before handing it over to the pro drivers in the LMGT3 lineups. So you'll see the hypercar drivers maybe taking the risk early on if an opportunity comes through, but I think a lot of the drivers are just kind of trying to you know bring the car in for after their first stint and hand it over to the next driver before doing anything stupid or anything risky. So we won't see, I think, the most, I would say, aggressive driving in this first stint, but towards the middle of the race and towards the end, it'll ramp up a bit.
I think it will.
But
But one
Hartley,
thing, yeah, we're starting to see Hartley starting to get right on the back
yeah,
of Molina in second. So despite losing out in the turn one, which is pretty common, we've been seeing that quite a lot throughout the beginning of the year. As we see a replay of said start, it's really easy to just sneak up on the inside and look at when you're following that
yeah,
leader up through. It's so easy to just sneak up in the turn one, and immediately he takes advantage of it. I think that 8 car will be able to fight back and get back into that front bit.
oh,
I think that was,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah,
It's
this
just
is
it's
nowhere
such a
near done.
at Imola especially, like that outside line is just a hard line to start on. That inside line, if they just have even a slightly better jump at the start, they can get you before turn one. Because of the shorter line to turn one, and also just that the first corner, of course, goes to the left. So you have to kind of give away the position, but obviously 6 hours left for the A Toyota. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine. I think they will be. I think
They'll
it
be
might be
fine.
a
Yeah.
2, maybe 3 horse race up at the front between the 2 Ferraris and that 8 car. But until then, we'll have to wait and see as we're on board with the 83A, of course, the
With
car again.
83, which I want to talk about the 83 real quick. I
Go
mean,
ahead.
in free practice, they've been strong, it seemed, but the qualifying result, obviously, I feel like was kind of disappointing for that team, considering that they've shown that they're, as quick as the 50 and the 51 Ferraris. And from like what we've seen, of course, now, the 50 and the 51 are kind of just on the upper hand, with the 83 having to be stuck in traffic a little bit and having to, waste a bit of the first stint of the race, probably uh, being stuck in the pack. But yeah, no, the 83. I expected them to maybe even be the leading Ferrari this season, considering that they've carried so much momentum from last year. Obviously, that Le Mans win, and it really
Oh,
seemed like that team could. Oh yeah, we get
and look at this. We're getting some first
a
bit of
first
action here
move,
in GTP, and it's between
which
the French
yeah,
manufacturers. We're seeking the switches. Wow, that's a big drop
for
off
sure
from
dropping a couple
Duval.
places. Yeah, a couple places. Lost it to the caddy, of course, and then now as well
Yeah, he's now lost at the
the
Hasberg,
Alpine.
so the
So,
Peugeot
so
really
yeah,
falling off here.
and the Toyota is also immediately has a little gap still, but immediately looking for an opportunity.
We're just looking here on the replay. It doesn't seem like the car's having any issues. I think it's just being beat on
No,
pure
it's
pace right
it's just
now.
it's just probably getting passed by the Cadillac and then just or maybe a mistake, and then the Cadillac gets by, and then you just immediately lost your momentum for maybe the final sector, or where the Alpine can immediately take advantage of that. And it's also, of course, like traffic is coming up now. Make a mistake, and you're losing that lead. We saw it yesterday in IMSA where the Acura took a bad decision on lapping Corvette, I think it was, and all of a sudden you lose the lead. So we get a little bit of gravel that's being picked up on the outside there, but no cars off.
No cars off so far, but
Yeah, this
yeah,
this is getting pretty dicey early on with the LMGT free traffic,
yeah,
but
I'm
most of the cars
quite,
are cutting through pretty quickly.
yeah, I'm quite surprised how early that they're here doing stuff. They're already getting onto the back bumper, and we're already seeing who is going to be better at getting through traffic than others, and that is a very, very important quality. If you're a top class driver, is your ability to cut through traffic, because I think we know, Rick. There are
Yeah,
drivers that are night and day better than others, and we've seen
night
it.
and day.
We've seen it
Yeah.
actively win or lose races here. But as we're on board with Rene Rast, as he's coming out of the final corner, he's got a bit of a train here with the 83 car, the other BMW, that's Kevin Magnussen in, and the 36 Alpine. So despite
He might be
this,
able to get something here. Got a
he
good
just
run. Got a
might.
very
He's
good
got
run
a
on the
really good
outside.
run. He might go the long way
Braking.
around the
Oh,
outside.
good
They go wheel
contact.
to wheel.
He might get it. He might get it. And
Oh, they're forcing the
no, he has to
wheel
give
to
it up.
wheel.
He has to give it up.
Go
And then immediately
out.
the Alpine is on it. In the camera right there, you can see. Just can't get it done. Using the traffic beautifully. Of course, putting that Porsche on the outside.
Oh,
But
man, he's trying to find
oh,
any little bit of gap as they're trying to move through the traffic. That 83 car is just barely holding on to
yeah.
P9 right now. Magnussen is absolutely hounding the
And I
back
mean,
end.
you can see immediately how like one GT3 can change the entire dynamic of a battle. Like we saw the Alpine being able to fight with the BMW, get a chance, and all of a sudden one LMGT3 and the Aston is on him. The Valkyrie is trying to attack him. So it's really one mistake with traffic and you're just immediately under pressure. So this is a pretty good start to the race, I think, so far.
Yeah,
First battles we're seeing.
not bad at all as we see a replay of the Ferrari and the BMW literally glued to each other as they're entering
Glued
towards
together,
turn
yeah.
one. And hey, that's some good, clean racing between the two of them. The BMW really tried to force it around from the outside to the inside to the outside again. But that's the tricky part
Yeah,
of doing
Ferrari has a
Tamburello
superior line.
nowadays. So he's just unable to get by. As again, we can see the top of LMGT3. The McLaren's still in the lead. Finally, these back marker GTPs are getting through. And the Genesis,
No more traffic for a
I
little bit.
just realized they are nowhere. 16th and 17th, and one just entered the pits. The 19 car has entered into the pits.
Yeah.
So not a
I mean,
good day to start out for the Genesis.
new car struggles. Might be new car struggles again. WEC maybe doesn't exactly know where to put this car in the field so far with the BOP. So I mean, obviously we don't know the figures that they've received this weekend, but it's pretty normal for a new car to struggle their first weekend like that. But
Hopefully
yeah,
it's not
they are
down
in
the
the pit
bop.
now. Refueling. Okay, they're doing an actual stop. Or no, it's into the box. Actually, it's going into the box.
Oh yeah, they are. They're getting the jacks
It's
up and they're
on
putting
the dollies.
it straight in.
The dolly's under, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, probably some issue. That is not. I mean, I remember saying that I was pretty confident it was going to be reliable. I might have been wrong. I might have been wrong.
Yeah, you just might have.
I did say that, and yeah.
Now,
Not a good
as we're
start for
looking
Genesis
out
so
on
far.
track, the battle of the two American manufacturers, Corvette versus Mustang. This is for P6 right now. Or sorry, no, this is
No,
not
this
for
is
P6. This is
P12.
for P12.
For
It
12,
doesn't
P12,
matter
yeah.
where you are on track. There's still going to be some great battling as they go wheel to wheel down towards the final chicane. But this is Blake McDonald on board the 33 car. This is great seeing these two cars tussling out
The two
over
Americans
in Europe.
fight out in Europe. Yeah.
And it might not be for the top honors, but these are the second cars. Because look, the Ford and Corvette, they're 5th and 6th. So even though they're glued together,
Inverted
it's
positions,
not
but
going to be that
they're
bad.
good.
As it does seem.
Yeah, I think this year as well. I have hope that that Proton can finally like get that win with the Mustang. Finally, really take advantage of that car. There's more cars running in GT World Challenge now. Obviously, Ford is able to get a lot more data with that car. I think this is one of like their the years that they're going to improve a lot. I think. I'm
looking towards that as well.
Yeah,
Conway right on the back bumper of Louis Duval. The Peugeot not really showing the pace that
the best pace so far at the start of the race.
Yeah, not.
Do we know from the live timing what tire they're on? Maybe
you never
could
know.
be that they went on a slightly harder tire. Trying to do a longer first stint with a radio. Let's see. I'm struggling already with the rear, and I'm happy, and I know.
So I think he's very aware. I think he's very aware of the situation with the tires. He's not having a good stint as the Cadillac and the Alpine has already moved on. And maybe as we come out of the final corner, this could be a move down and towards turn one as Mike Conway in the 7
Slightly
Toyota.
too big of a gap, I think. Yeah, it's slightly too big of a gap. Still.
Still a little bit too
And as we
big.
see,
It's all
the
good.
36 is maybe a little bit freer of the Aston from earlier. Yeah, he has a little bit of a gap, but still not on that BMW's bumper like earlier either. So.
And again, we were talking about it in the FJ Endurance podcast, and also between ourselves. A few of us, looking at you, Jonah, thought the Aston was going to be pretty good. They are 12th and 15th, not really showing much, which is honestly, at least from my prediction, this is what I thought we were going to see out of the Aston.
Kind of what was going to be there. Yeah,
just going to be there at the back. If they could pick up pieces when the top guys have issues, they will, but you're not going to see a lot. And speaking of, as we're looking in LMGT3, we're not seeing a lot here when it comes to changing of positions.
No, we're seeing a lot. We're seeing a lot. We're seeing
a lot now.
77 and the 92.
And that's our first big issue. That's the 92 Porsche getting into it with the Proton. That was the Proton
77 was car. Behind the Corvette. Oh, I think, maybe a rejoin. Oh, no, on the Corvette.
On the Corvette. So he rejoined, had an issue, and bumped with the Corvette as they come through. Wow. So we're getting on board. This is the AMR having to get through, so he's going to move up. No, so there's no swapping of position. So actually, no, that wasn't down in 5th and 6th. That was down in 11th and 13th. Where that happened. So that's the Corvette of McDonald up in the 13th. Earlier. That's a 27 Aston Martin moving up in the 12th, and the 77 Ford down into P13. So we'll have to wait and see what's going on. It's looking all clean as the Mustang now. Gattuso
is on that BMW. Earlier it seemed like there was a bit of a bigger gap, but he's there. The Lexuses seem kind of equally apart. Not really much going on. McLaren is gone. I mean, this top three seems pretty set, but that BMW and can we maybe get a camera looking backwards instead of forwards?
I don't know, but
Ferrari.
it's just gonna cut straight to the Ferraris that are leading comfortably out in
by
front.
By a mile. Yeah,
that gap is 1.9 seconds between the two Ferraris, and then after that, it's 1.6 seconds to Brendan Hartley. So this is gonna be the top 4, I think, for the time being. But already, though, we can see how much Duval is holding up.
Now he might be close enough for the front straight. But look at BMW. Conway can't wait too long because then Rust is going to be right on him. He has to get the run out of the final corner now if he can.
Yeah, he's going to have to go for it here.
A bit of gap. That is a lot closer than last time around that we saw the helicopter cam. But it's still growing out. It is growing out to a bigger gap. The BMW looks closer than the Toyota is to the Peugeot. So
yeah, it is. It's all actually it's pretty equal. They're all kind of in a bit of a slipstream train now. I was gonna say a DRS train. This ain't F1, but it's interesting to see what's going on here with this Peugeot and how much it's struggling. But yeah, like you said, I think if you're in that Peugeot, I think one of the last things you want to see is Mike Conway and Rene Rast hounding you. But that is what's happening there. Is that battle for P6?
If he can keep him behind, that's fine. But I don't know if you saw it, but the gap to the Alpine is you can't see the Alpine anymore. The Alpine is gone from the Peugeot. So, I think that top 5 really, if they can extend that gap to the Toyota and the Peugeot and the BMW there, they'll have a little bit more freedom with strategy and maybe taking a bit more risk. So
yeah, we'll just have to wait and see the French reliability striking again. Man, oh man, my whole PC just pooped itself for a solid second and a half. I couldn't. It was just stuck on you. It was just stuck on your face. It was just a full screen of you, and I was like, interesting. Lovely. It is very lovely sometimes. Lovely. I might have to introduce the FJ Endurance to a very special man, but that's not until a little bit later, as we're still looking at this battle here for P6. The Peugeot barely holding on with Mike Conway, slowly but surely trying to pick at him. and maybe try to get a mistake out of him as we hear some radio from
Hartley.
Brendan Hartley. Hey, Brendan, situation update. There's 3 groups. You're in the top group. Top group has 5 cars, and the group behind is led by the Peugeot,
Yeah.
which is slowing down the sister car. So, not saying anything that we don't already know, but one thing as well as we look at Junkadea still in the pits, that 19 car having a lot of issues. That is not what we were looking for because we had some pretty high hopes for the Genesis. Some guys had them in top 5 overall to finish. I had them finishing at least in front of Peugeot and Aston, but for this first race, it's not looking good for at least one
Job's
of the
not
cars.
finished. Job's not finished. It's not over. Job's not finished. There's still a 17 car. He can still get something down today.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see as we look at the recent laps. Half a second up, Mike Conway is on Louis Duval, so a lot of struggling for that 94 car. This is going to be a long race as James Collado, it's a Ferrari 1-2 up in front. You know, they hide the bot from us, but we know. We know what's going on.
We know, but it's okay.
It's okay. So, I got to say, I'm really surprised that 38 car of Earl Bamber is struggling in P13. They're below the Astons of Harry Ticknell in P12, which I find very bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, between all the cars, I think you see a really stark contrast in the Cadillacs. I mean, the Peugeots also, but yeah, that doesn't look the best for the Cadillacs so far. I know there's a lot of Cadillac fans out there that are very passionate for the brand and for the V series, which obviously has that lovely sound. But this is not the best looking start to the Imola 6 hours for them.
No, it is not. As I'm just looking at the stream, why are we lagging so much? We're like fully frozen on the stream. This is awesome.
I'm blaming WEC.
I'm blaming. Yeah,
this
is WEC's fault.
I'm blaming WEC. I'm blaming WEC for this. Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that we even have 67 viewers for this is incredible. So I really appreciate everyone for being here. Oh, dude, it's so bad. It's caught me yawning like in a half frame. This is brutal. But I really appreciate everyone for being here and holding on for us as we're still watching this battle. James Collado still in the lead up in front. Miguel Melinda in second. Brendan Hartley in third. Will Stevens in fourth with Ferdinand Hasberg in fifth. Louis Duval still holding on to that P6 with Mike Conway in 7th, Rene Rast in 8th, Philippe Hansen in the 83 car in 9th, with Kevin Magnussen in 10th, Frederick Makowecki in 11th, Harry Ticknell in 12th, Earl Bamber in 13th, and right at the back of the grid, we have Paul di Resta in the 93 Peugeot with Marco Sorensen in the Aston, with Andre Lauderer in the Genesis, the final GTP that is out on track. So, Mr. Balthorn, as we look at some of the battling here, we see one of the Cadillacs getting close to the back bumper here. That's Earl Bamber. I'm starting to think if Cadillac is starting to reconsider their choices when it comes to the driver swaps, because I got to be honest, if Earl Bamber was in that car instead of Frederick Vesti yesterday, I think that would have been a little bit of a different race in Long Beach. I don't know about you, but I think they had the faster cars compared to the Acura yesterday, and maybe if they had a bit of a faster driver, that could have changed, because Aiken wasn't the problem yesterday. He was so fast.
Vesti was pretty much on. He was on fire, but just that Acura team was pretty much on point. I mean, they lost the lead, got it back, of course, with the late safety car at the end of the pit window. But yeah, they were the fastest car yesterday, and I don't think the driver lineups are the biggest issue for Cadillac. I think they have their strong drivers here and there. But yeah, so far, I mean, it seems kind of funny that in like IMSA you have the Wayne Taylor cars struggling so much, and then it's just the Action Express car, doing its thing. And here it's kind of, so far the start of this year looks like, well, yeah, we have one car that's doing really well, and the other one is just doing something. but obviously that doesn't tell the whole story for the season. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
maybe Cadillac really does need to look into like, um, can we strengthen like our so to say worst lineups that we have as the Genesis is still in the box.
Yeah, we're still seeing them working that issues out. I mean, hey, this is what's going to happen with a brand new team. I just didn't expect to happen like this. It's not fun for these guys, but hey, I think all these drivers, I think they knew what they were signing up for when they were coming in. So
Yeah,
they were
kind
expecting
of.
stuff like this.
You're signing up for a test program for the first year, basically. And as much as I expected them to still be really good, like I said, like I expect them to be in the top 5 in the standings at the end of the year. Um, this is also a very like plausible outcome that we could have seen coming. Um, and I mean, especially when you reveal 2 cars that look like they're in testing liveries, a gunmetal silver and like a black car. You might have to accept that you're driving a test car basically for the first year.
Yeah, and
So
honestly,
yeah,
they're getting paid to do it. So I don't think they're going to be
yeah,
too
that's
mad.
not a bad life. It's
And
not a bad life. I wish I could. I wish I was driving that car,
I
even
know
if I
you
was in the
would.
pit box.
That would be great.
Take a little nap in the car. Take a little nap in the car.
You would be
You
Blemmy,
know,
just sleeping in the car, just all the time.
I would be. I would be. I would be absolutely.
And now we're watching here this battle for P6 as Earl Bamber. Well, down not just through P6. This is a lot of guys from P6 downwards towards P13. Everyone trying to make their way through some more traffic. The Alpine going the long way around the outside of one of the Mercedes. But Imola is proving to be a very unique track when it comes to traffic, I'm noticing. This is very different from some of the other tracks I've seen so far, at least in IMSA. Um, Traffic seems to be, it's a lot more congested as we see the Valkyrie trying to take advantage of the slow-moving 36 of Makaweki.
I think Imola shows like, especially when you're in the hypercars, you can overtake in every single corner, but you have to do it with a bit of caution and a little bit more thinking, I think, than some other tracks. Um, and it's a short lap, so you're going to run into the LMGT freeze really quickly after you've already lapped them. So it's, I think, a constant stream of traffic when we get later into the race. When the GT3s are more spread out, it's just a constant stream of traffic, and you're running into the same cars over and over and over again because, well, the lap is so short compared to a track like Spa, for example, or obviously Le Mans. So
You know, as these
yeah,
guys
no,
are coming through, I got to be honest, I do want to look at this LMGT3 battle because I saw the Mustang was right on the back bumper of the BMW. Doesn't get
yeah,
the
and the
move
McLaren,
done.
the McLaren is losing a bit of speed. He has to like give the line to the hypercars because they're just going to put themselves where they want to put them. And the Lexus is on it.
Yep, yeah,
It's
he
on it.
is.
Show us the Lexus, please, WEC. Oh hell no, please.
We can't see it,
And we're
but we
gonna
might have a switch in
see.
LMGT3.
Oh,
No, we
and the
don't with
BMW
the
got by.
BMW.
But the BMW got by. They got by.
One of the
What is
BMW got
WEC
past the
doing?
Lexus.
Looking at 13th. We're looking at 13th and 14th. I don't want to watch this.
I don't want to
Show
see
us
the back bumper.
There we
Let's see the
go.
top of
There we
LMGT3.
go.
Nice. We see, and
And
hey,
the
that's
Mustang
the
is
first bit
also
of the
next to it.
Genesis on track. But that's the Lexus
Yep,
in second,
Genesis.
and the
But
BMW moving up
okay,
into third.
A Mustang is doing an overtake, and it gets it done.
Around the outside,
There
he
we go.
goes on the 87 Lexus. That is the best. I think this might be the highest we've seen a Mustang in in European competition so far. P4 overall in LMGT3, doing a great job as he moves up into P3. He says thank you very much as he passes the other Iconis ASP car. And now we got 4 manufacturers in the top 4. It goes McLaren, Lexus, BMW, and Ford. As someone going very off in the back, a little bit of gravel brought up, but
Maybe grab a little gravel on the outside, the gravel
seems
strip.
to be all good. But it
But
looks like, apart from the McLaren, front engine cars seem to be the way to go in the LMGT3 category. I got to be honest, though, I'm quite impressed that despite that, we still have that McLaren up in front because it looks like the Lexus, the Ford, and like these big, heavy V8s.
the big, yeah, the fat cars.
The fat
I like
cars,
them, but
I love fat cars too.
yeah, I mean, Imola, you got a lot of sausage curbs. You got a lot of curb usage here and there, like running it aggressively into a corner and on the exits and stuff. Yeah, maybe driving that front engine car is a little bit more comfortable. All right, we got WEC issues with the stream.
Beautiful. I
That's
love
lovely.
me some buffing.
But yeah, you got maybe a little bit more confidence. So, like in a race pace, you can just immediately off the jump, just get settled in and take risk with the front engine cars because they won't bite you as much when it snaps. They won't do as much like if you make a mistake. So, but
But I got to be honest here, though, Rick. I think this 94. I think the time's come up to hold on to this P6. Mike Conway. This is
yeah,
about as close as we've
I don't
seen
know.
from
I
him.
mean, it's the closest we've seen Conway, but
That
again,
that Peugeot has to
you can
have
be close.
top end advantage.
It probably does. It probably has a little bit of top end advantage. I mean, every time on exit here, we see the Peugeot just pull just a big enough gap that the
Oh,
Toyota can't tow along. Yeah, dude, the Lexus is not able to keep up with the McLaren, and it's just kind of giving the opportunity for the BMW to just, oh, you don't have slipstream? I'll take it. I'll take it.
yeah,
So
McIntosh in the 69 car. He's going to go right onto the back bumper of the Lexus. This could be a move for P2, but he's just going to stay in line for now. Yeah, no, it's really looking good for the McLarens right now with these guys battling. There, he's looking in his rearview mirror, and he is, yeah, it's quite interesting as we see a little bit of signaling from the Merc, or not the Merc, the Mustang, as he's trying to make his way up into P3. But I think they're going to be staying all single file so far. It is really good to see. Who's running that BMW program? Do you know?
WRT.
That's a WRT car as well. So hey,
Yep.
it's
Yep.
all we know how WRT is. They're always going to be at the
Yeah,
front.
they're pretty good.
They're
They're pretty good.
really good. So they're
They
going to
know
be
what they're doing somewhat.
fighting
So
as we go into Tulsa. As he's
oh,
looking
and
up
he
the
goes for it.
inside into the hairpin, I was seeing the body language in the car. I knew a move was going to happen. And
Yeah.
up the inside, he goes, and
And
immediately the
Lexus
Mustang
immediately loses
is
out to the
going to,
Mustang.
yeah,
Immediately.
immediately loses out to the Mustang. And so he says, thank you very much. And the Mustang up into P3. So that's the Proton car, the 88 car, moving up into P3. And that was a great move from the BMW. I was looking at the body language. I was like, I think he's going to go for a move into the hairpin. And he did.
Yeah.
So great job to move up into P2. And now the main goal is to hunt
The
down
yeah.
that McLaren. But the Lexuses, they were 1 and 2.
I think
They're
I think
now
they might have the
4 and
pace.
5.
I think the BMW and the Ford might have the pace, but yeah, no, the Lexus they looked like they were gonna have just as good of a race as in Long Beach, really, like up there for the win and for the podium. They've kind of been struggling in this first stint. Like when the other cars caught up, they don't really have an answer, but we'll see if they can maybe get back into a rhythm and just like catch back up and get a move done. But
Yeah, we're
it's
looking
obviously still early.
yeah, we're
So
looking at the
this year was a
replay.
great move. Like
Great move.
showing yourself in the right mirror of the Lexus and then just like shoving it to the left. That's the way to do it.
That is the
Obviously
way
caught
to
the
do
Lexus
it.
off guard, couldn't get his line in.
Hey,
Beautiful move.
great move. Little bit of was there a little bit of contact on the
Yeah,
outside? Just a
no,
little.
there was no contact, I think. But it's just yeah, a little bit of wheel spin from the BMW.
But
Got
it's
it done
looking
though.
pretty good. So, something I also got to mention as well is that these guys. What was I thinking about? I saw something. Ah, dude, I completely lost that. God damn it! But the thing is that I do wonder how they're. Oh yeah, it was the radio. I saw on the radio with the two Lexuses. They were saying that they are doing some energy saving right now. So
Yeah.
I think what's happening is that they're gonna lose the track position. I think they're um yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Can we
what's up?
take a look at some of the because we haven't really gotten any looks at the virtual energy tanks of any of the cars really. Like just
Yeah,
I think once in like lap 5 they showed it, which is like a bit too early on to show it, I think.
I'll see if
But I mean
I can bring
On
it
the
up.
Ferrari, I think on the Ferrari on the side, I think I saw that it's in the yellow area now. How does the Toyota look? No clue. Again, I'm not a fan of these. Okay, there we go. It's in the yellow now for the Toyota. So it has three more squares or three more rectangles on the side,
Yes, it
which you can
does.
see on the panel, third place, and then obviously the energy below that. Which they've updated the panels for this year to remove the stupid letters that they had before. Just the position and the energy tank, which I think is a good move. So
I agree. As my timing board freezes, oh, WEC, 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 WEC.
yeah,
What
WEC
will I
WEC is
do?
great. WEC is great.
And and
But
yes, for people in chat that are asking, it is a paywall. You have to pay for this dog shit. You have
yeah,
to.
it's I'm not a fan of this of the paying for a subscription. And then
Neither am I, as we're
yeah,
seeing a little bit of a battle here for, I think this is P8, between the 61 Mercedes and the 21 Ferrari. The 296 has been, at least in America, it's been pretty good. It won in
it's been
GTD and
pretty good.
Sebring. It was showing some good strengths here, but not really showing all too much here in WEC, as its best cars only in P9, second cars in 18th.
Yeah, and they have a new Evo package for the 296 now, but it's like they're doing something, I guess. They're just kind of in the field. I'm ninth and 18th, not like the hypercar squad. Uh, so
But I think as we're looking at some of the radio stuff, as we saw the Matai
yeah,
team having discussions, I think they're pretty okay with these gaps that we're seeing. It's still very, very, very compact here in LMGT3. The gaps between first all the way down to, I'd say, 10th doesn't look to be more than 10 seconds, actually. Yeah, we're looking at some pretty
yeah, you can see
consistent
this whole
gaps,
like top eight. This whole top eight is within one picture, basically, with one camera frame. You can see them.
which is pretty
So
good.
that's pretty good. It's a pretty good start. For most of these LMGT3 teams, but
But I do wonder what the strategy is going to be, because according to these guys on the radio, and we've been seeing it, I think they only have 10 laps to go when it comes to this first stint, and we're going to see our first
yeah,
stops of the day. I wonder what kind of strategy we're going to see here as we get back on board with this little battle for P6. Somehow, Duval in the
car
94 is
19
still
reprimand
holding on.
technical. I think they might have exceeded the total power. Yeah,
Oh, and that's why they
so
went
like
into the pits.
power is limited by different things with BOP. Um, would be fun if we knew what it was, but you know, just like we saw in IMSA yesterday, with like tire pressures, where certain or GT3 teams in IMSA, they can go below a certain tire pressure mark or over it, and then they will be black flagged, or at least they have to pull into the pit lane to adjust it. So I think the same happened here with the Genesis, where they exceeded the amount of power that they're allowed to use within the BOP, and that could be an electronic issue, the computer not reading something right, uh, and they'll obviously have to come in to either pull that fault out, or figure out how to fix that. So
That's what
um,
the FIA is saying. Yeah, no, that's what they're gonna tell the FIA. No, it was totally on fault. We weren't doing that on purpose. Totally not at all.
yeah,
Not at all.
yeah,
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's what they say in NASCAR, and I think
true.
that's
That's
for
true.
all of racing. But we're still seeing this battle here for P6, the 94 car. The Peugeot just holding on as the 20 car is making its way through traffic. These guys are being really, really patient. And I mean, I don't blame them. It's a 5-hour race. You got a lot of time to make your moves. But you got to be sitting in that car and your blood's got to start boiling a little bit here, especially if you're Mike Conway, who knows.
Mike Conway is like just frustrated. There's nothing he can do. Like the Peugeot just kind of has that exit every time out of the final corner, and traffic isn't really falling his way as they're lapping the traffic again.
I think we're looking towards
Yeah,
that. I think that's towards the back half. The IMSA and WEC production has been questionable,
not stellar, so
not
to say. It's not a.
stellar, so to say.
It's not.
The Long
Yeah,
Beach
not
intro
up there for
yesterday
anyone.
was, oh man, that was I don't know if
Rough.
you saw that, Rick, but that was that was some of the worst production I've seen for an official broadcast I've seen in a long, long time. But anyways, back onto the WEC race. We're on board with Will Stevens, who's in P4. He's got the Toyota up ahead, but that gap is about
Some
1.5 seconds. He's just getting on radio, he's just been told that his energy is critical. He has 20%. So these guys will be coming into the pits maybe within the next 5 to 6 laps. But with that energy being critical, that's leaving him up now. Okay, so now we're seeing some virtual energy. So everyone is around that 20% mark. So they will be coming into the pits within the next 5 laps, guaranteed. But
the 19 Genesis is doing well.
Yeah,
slightly
with
behind,
100% energy.
It's doing
really
good. It's on a good strategy there.
It's on a very good strategy.
Very solid strategy. They might try to do the undercut here. They might.
You think so?
But I think they might. They might.
I don't know, man.
We'll see. We'll see stops in the next. I think. It depends if some teams can stretch it a little bit longer, but I think we'll see all the cars have done their first stop in the next 10 laps.
I will hope so soon. But the main thing is we're on board with Earl Bamber. He's still behind.
He's still behind that Valkyrie. Still behind.
Unbelievable.
Nothing he can do.
Earl Bamber is like, man, why was I not at Long Beach? Why was I not fighting for the win? And here I am in the back fighting with Valkyrie, bro. That is not what you want to see. And I had a lot of high hopes, especially for the 38 car. I did not expect the 12 car to be the one to be the leading Cadillac. I thought it was going to be the other way around, just based off of driver lineup, because this 38 car, when it gets into Le Mans season, I still think it's going to be the Cadillac to beat. But right now, they are just nowhere behind the Valkyries. They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
And that Genesis is just, Lauderer is just, he's nowhere behind the Aston Martin. I really wish we could see what the bop is so that we know what's going on. And so maybe we can get some explanation as to why the Genesis are running so bad.
We see the Genesis pit box. Yeah, we see the Genesis pit box. All right, that looks like a non-complete car. Which is
not complete at all. And he's still, I would not be having fun sitting in that car waiting.
It's pretty okay. It's pretty okay, actually.
I know. I know when you have a seat fitted to you and it's like your exact seating, it's probably
pretty comfy. Bad. It's pretty comfy. Yeah, it's pretty comfy. But
mentally, it's
mentally it's not nice to know that there are 16 other hypercars out there driving around having fun. And you're just, it's like that one picture. Oh, WEC just crashed.
Wow,
completely.
The WEC website it just fully crashed.
Thank you. No commentary, watch live, please work. All right, yeah.
Will there be audio this time?
There might be audio this time.
Yes. Okay, that's good.
No, and there's commentary.
Wow, so it just lies. Anyway, so that's fine. WEC, it says there's no commentary, and then there just so happens to be commentary. And dude, bro, it just keeps going. My laptop just started doing an auto update. All my live timing, I can't even look at that anymore. So we are stuck here looking at a delayed stream. But look at this. Battle for P8, Rene Rast and Philip Hansen in the 83 car, 16% energy. So these guys will be coming in pretty soon. I gotta agree with you, Rick, that I was expecting a lot more from that 83 car because of the momentum that we saw from last year, but there's just nothing between the two.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some potential in, we were like, oh, this car is fast in free practice, it's fast. And then in qualifying, they just didn't really show up like the 51 and 50, of course. But again, long race. It's a good squad. But they're definitely not on the same how do you say this? They don't have the same opportunity this race that the 51 and 50 do. Also, we see the Genesis again. It's not the star of this picture right here, but it's looking Genesis-y, I guess. It's a
pretty good looking car. It's a
good looking car. I like the double tail light design. It's cool. It's cool. But yeah, no, back to the point of the other Genesis. If you're in that car, it's kind of like that one picture of Squidward watching SpongeBob and Patrick play outside while he's sad inside.
Yep.
That's what it's like sitting in a car and seeing other cars outside while you're kind of inside for a technical issue or whatever. it's not fun, but yeah, it's not the worst place to be in Italy with sitting in a hypercar. It's not the worst place.
It really isn't, as we're seeing.
As the
Oh,
7
look at
comes in,
this.
yeah, it makes sense. Conway needs to get away from that Peugeot, some fresh air, because
Yeah,
he is
finally.
not gonna get anything done here.
And the
Uh,
first pit stop of the 2026 season goes to the Toyotas. So the 7 car comes in. They're going to be doing their first stop.
mhm, Yep.
Someone just asked in chat about the TF car. That was with Corvette. I think they're in P4 right now in class in the LMG G3, so they're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Actually
yeah.
P5.
The other car,
They're behind the Lexuses
yeah,
right now.
they were in the front group is the Turkish car, and then the yellow car and the yellow gold car had a little incident earlier with the I think that was the 91 Porsche or the 92
Yeah.
Porsche. It was the 92 Porsche that missed turn one and rejoined, hitting the Corvette, causing a spin. The Corvette didn't have any time loss because of that, but yeah, that was one of the early incidents in this race. So I think that TF Sport is doing pretty good with that car.
Put up in
And the Toyota
front.
is out.
And he's been lapped. He's a lap down on the
Yeah, he's a
51
lap
car.
down, but because that makes sense. He was in the middle of the pack. Of course, the Ferraris pulled away a pretty good chunk. Um, Now, will they use this 7 as some sort of like block for the 8 car?
I'm not
We
sure.
can get. Yeah, I don't know if like, because now obviously he's on the cold tires.
We'll see some
I don't know.
strategies have to play in. It could very
Did they
well
do?
happen, but if you're a Ferrari fan, I don't see how he loses.
Oh, there we go.
The
We're so back.
19
So back.
has returned.
I
Daniel
told you the undercut was gonna
Juncadella
work.
is back
I
out.
told you the undercut was happening. Okay. Yeah. Drop
And
it
it
from the
looks
jacks.
like they're going to
And
drop it, and it looks like the 19 car is about to get going away. And there he goes. After, I think they're about 15 laps down.
yeah. Oh,
They're making it
that's
through
yeah.
as we see a
Some
replay of
deeper.
one of the Mercedes. This is car number 61 that was in the top 10 going through arguably the hardest
Yeah, a
part
little
of the
bit of
track.
oversteer
Just
from the
losing
entry.
the balance and getting some oversteer. Not
Oh, this is
the
this.
best.
It's so over for the McLaren. We got a BMW. That's looking pretty sharp.
It's looking decent for that BMW as he's getting right on the back bumper
Yeah.
of the McLaren. But if these two start battling, Gattuso in the 88 Ford could get right up and try to challenge. But, I gotta be honest. It's looking really good for the BMWs here as he's getting right on the back bumper.
Yeah.
It's so much stronger through that first sector, and you can see it just with how the car's been positioning itself as it's entering through the corners. It's just waiting for that opportunity to get by. The question is, when?
Just it's a little bit easier probably with the BMW to hop the curbs, and the bronze driver's in the car now, so like you need that comfort for the bronze driver to be able to get the confidence in, and I think the BMW got it here.
I think they just might. But the 007 car, the Aston Martin Valkyrie, has entered into the pits. No driver
Which
swaps
was
at all.
yeah.
But they are going to be doing their first stop. Get the microfiber out, start cleaning it up. I don't like this technique that they're using, Rick, because if you know anything about car detailing, you want to double fold the microfiber so you don't have streaks. So now I'm a little concerned about streaks on the outside of that car.
I think they have other things to worry about, Nick. I think the streaks are not really an issue. They're going for the tires, the soft here.
They are switching on the softs. Also, in LMG G3, we're seeing our first stop. So our leader, the car number 10, has come in. And look at this. Ooh, the 51 car's also coming in. The 8 car's also coming in as well.
Okay.
So we are seeing everyone's doing their main stops. So no, the 50 car's coming. The 51, has the 51 coming? I don't think he has. So he's going to go a little
none of the
extra long on a
Ferraris.
stop.
None of the Ferraris.
Well, you say none
Or
of
the 51 is
Ferraris.
behind. Is the 51 behind there? No, it's not. It's not behind there.
No, it's not
Never
behind.
mind.
It's
I thought I
just
saw something red through the rear wing, but it's not. like again, they can obviously double stack here, or at least double do a pit stop because they don't have to do it with the same crew. They have two separate crews for the
That
pit
is
stops.
true.
So
But everyone in the pits, it's a busy, busy pit lane for the first time here in the 2026 World Endurance Championship. The Lexuses. Oh, I thought they got out first, but I don't think so. Here's the Alpine coming in for their stop. The 50 car finally coming out. And once this is all cleared through, we'll get a proper order of the rundown. But it looks
the
like
8 is also in, and the 8, did he jump the Ferrari? He did. Or was that the
yeah, he did. Look at
the
that.
8 jumped the Ferrari, but that's the P2 Ferrari, of course, not the P1. That's still out, but that is a position change in the pit.
So
Yeah.
back as
Not
we
bad, not
expected.
bad.
I didn't expect it to happen in the pits, but we've seen a switch of position. The 8 car moving back up into P2 where it started. But the question is, can it hold on from the 50 as now entering into the pits comes James
okay, the
Collado
51.
in the 51 car?
Yeah. So the question is that extra lap on warmer tires, and like just being able to carry that momentum a little bit more, is that going to help Collado to maybe, or is the gap going to be like cut down because the Toyota? Because they're just doing fuel. They're just doing fuel. There's no tires, so I mean, they would still have warm tires when they're leaving the pit. So Hansen goes to the lead, hasn't done the stop yet, has to stop next lap.
Yeah, 2% energy, so just about everyone's going to be coming on in to do their first stops. As we see DeResta, Magnussen, and Hansen, the only cars that have not pit. Well, yeah, no, they are the only ones who have not pit. Everyone else is going through. The 51 car is leaving the pits already. And so I think they're going to be able to hold on to that lead.
Oh, easily. But
and look at that,
and
1% energy between the top
We saw
three.
an early stop from Conway. Is he going to jump the other Peugeot? That's my question as well. Is he going to jump the Peugeot or not?
I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to
We'll have to see. Well, the order will reshuffle again. Look at the 8 car. The 8 car only has 86%, so they didn't refuel it fully.
There you go.
Try to get
so they try to get track position in the expense of not a full fuel.
Yeah, but what? I'm not fully sure if that's an extra 10%, or at least would be a smart move, I would say.
Yeah, as we go later into this race, we'll have to figure it out. As in comes Hansen from the lead, same with Magnussen 15, and of course the rest will come around as well.
Look at that! Look where the 7 Toyota is in the 94 Peugeot. He jumped it, and he jumped the 20 BMW as well.
Right.
Or the 20 BMW also jumped the 94. So I think at least that was it was the 20. No, it was the 15 BMW. I think it was, which was behind that group.
Yeah.
No, it was Rust. It was Rust. I think.
The 20 car.
Yeah.
As the 78 has come in with another fuel issue from one of the Kona's ASP teams. One of the challengers in LMGT3 having some issues. And that's one Lexus down. There's still another one. But that's one of them going away. That is such a shame. They're hoping, into the garage goes the 78 car. Lexus, hoping to go back-to-back, both Long Beach and Imola.
Oh, yellow? Oh. What happened? Are we keeping it clean, boys? Come on.
I don't know if we are. It was a quick yellow flag. Something happened out on track. We don't know what.
Can we see what it was? Or is WEC coverage just gonna not show us?
I think the WEC coverage is just not gonna show us what happened. But there was a yellow flag out on track, but it seems to be all good.
Look at the 7. Look at where the 7 is in 7th place. That early stop definitely helped.
Yeah, no, 100%. He's got
you don't have a. Yeah, and obviously he went like 100% on that stop on the energy, but he's obviously on a lot less energy now. Yeah, interesting. That is good. And also like the 83 did a really good stop as well in 6th now. So
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with the remainder because these guys still got to do their first driver swaps. These big stops are going to be coming down. So this is just a short, quick one. But yeah, I am really upset about this 78 Lexus. They were looking very, very
Yeah.
good. The 87 car is in P7 right now in classes.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, the
look
21.
at this. A 296
Okay.
going wide and off. Yellow
Another
flags
yellow
come out.
flag.
That's at the top of the hill. But he
Yeah.
seems to be fine. He's gotten himself going again. That was the 21 296. That was the top
Was in the top 10.
296.
Yeah, the top 296. The other one, well, the other one actually did a driver swap. Did any other cars do a driver swap in? I don't think they did. Oh, it
No,
just spun on its own, I guess.
yeah, just completely spun at the top of the hill, maybe clipping the curb on the outside, just having too much curb because I think
Oh hell no!
no
Oh hell
way.
no!
Both of the
Oh
Lexuses, we had the 78 and it's
Yeah, this
now
is gonna
the
be a safety car, or
87.
at least it's at least gonna be a full course yellow.
They have to bring the full course yellow out
They
for
have to
that.
bring it out. Unk doesn't
The
have it anymore. It's over. It's so over.
the
We saw it yesterday.
Lexuses.
Oh, this is the worst rack of this.
The yield lights are on. It's over for both of the Lexuses within 2 minutes of each other. Not even. They just have fallen apart. They were doing so well at the beginning. They were showing a lot of promise. But just like that, it's gone.
Yeah,
The
so
RCFs. I'm stopped before the slow chicane is off, ran out of Aqua Minerare. I saw a
I
tree,
saw the
I
tree.
hear
I
a
hear the
boom, and there
boom.
was a crazy vibration, and the
Just
engine
blew the
didn't speed
engine,
up.
or like what happened exactly? Like what went? What went exactly?
We'll have to wait and see and figure it out. But as of now, oh
We got a
man, it is
yeah, a
not
virtual
looking
safety car.
good. We're gonna prepare for a virtual safety car. As wow, that's not looking good for the 7. As he was right on
And
the back
also,
bumper of the 83.
how about we just check the leader in GT3?
It's
The
the
Ford.
it's the Mustang. So the
It's the
Mustang
Ford right
in the
here in
pits
frame.
as the VSCs officially come out. I hate
Okay,
VSC,
so
but
yeah, the VSC is most of the time it's just a neutralization. Yeah, spun on
yeah,
its own on
so
the
he
inside.
just clipped the inside
So
curb. The 296 clipped the inside
most of
curb.
most of the time it's just a neutralization. So they can slow the field down and then call out a safety car. That's what they always do in GT World Challenge. Which yeah, and it just went.
Yeah, it just popped
It's
out.
it's a gearbox issue or something.
I wish we could. I know you got the volume down on theirs. I wish we could have heard the car grind to a halt. But the VSC is going to be
Yeah.
out for the stranded Lexus. But this sucks because I wish we could have them all bunched up so we could see the 51 and the 8 go at it. But the 51 car, I think they have to bring out full course yellow. They can't have a VSC just for this. But back in the 78, they're going to be looking at the underside of this car. This is so bizarre to see both of the Lexuses just drop like that.
Yeah, I mean we know obviously something went like really wrong with the what was it the 87 on track, but the 78 I don't really know why it's in the box.
Time will eventually tell, and hopefully we'll get a proper answer as the 007 Aston Martin goes in for a quick top-up of fuel. Currently
Quick
in
splash, yeah,
P14.
quick splash. They don't really have much to lose because they're 14 or 15.
We're hearing there was a little bit of radio. Yeah, they were just getting a bit of an interview with one of the Lexus drivers, probably just explaining what was going on. And I don't think he knows all too much.
Issue with restarting the car or something at the pit stop. I don't even know what.
Oh, so apparently when the car was going through the pit stop, it just didn't start up.
Pit stop is not ideal. Let's see what we
It
can
just
do if we
did
can
not
fix the
start
issue.
up when he got through the pits.
It is
He
what
just
it
tried
is.
to start it up and it just didn't start up. That is unbelievable for the Lexus guys. You got to really feel for them. They were doing so good, and I think it would have been a very good result for them if they were able to hold on for maybe a top 5 position as the VSC is still out. I think they're going to hold on the VSC. I'm sorry. I have to be blunt and say that I think VSC is one of the most questionable things I've ever seen Europeans do. Why do the French do this? Like, just do a safety
VS.
car.
Well, like I said, it's to neutralize the field before a safety car. Like we've noticed before that if you immediately deploy a safety car, drivers will not slow down enough, and they will race back to the safety car queue, right? Well, if you do a virtual safety car, like it just allows marshals to get on track, right? I mean, you're limited at like 80 kph, right? Depending on the series and track, they'll change it maybe 50, 60, but you're limited at a certain speed. It's easier to react at 80 kph than at varieties of speed, right?
Absolutely.
If you're doing obviously like safety car driving, so for them it's easy and predictable to just neutralize the field, get some stuff done. And then if they need to get like safety equipment on track and other things, then they can use the safety car if needed. So it might neutralize into into a safety car, but if they don't need it, they'll go back to racing again. Plus, virtual safety car is introduced, so you don't get like gaps don't shrink, right? Everybody's doing 80 kph, so the gap should stay the same.
I like the gap shrinking.
I know.
Like
it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, but I don't know if James Collado would say the same.
He definitely.
I don't think
he definitely would not.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that.
Hartley would agree with
also, Alpine is in the pit.
Yeah,
maybe a quick spark.
Habsburg is in the pits, the 35 car. Answering in the chats, someone just asked quickly who the cars that were involved in the safety car. It was the 87 car, the Lexus RCF GT3 that just shut down at the top of the hill.
Yeah, no crash, no incident or crash happening. It's just the car just deciding to not work. The old Lexus might have finally died. Please, Theo, just introduce the GRGT already. Just
bring it in for Lamar. Just bring it in
kill
for
it.
next round.
Just kill the RCF. I love the RCF. Oh, we got a Genesis shot. Oh, what a good looking car.
Beautiful.
What a good looking car.
It looks great. I hope the pace of that car
looking wonderful. Like the 17 car looking wonderful in 17th position. Looking wonderful. But
it's spot.
Yeah,
Mr. Balthorn, I am going to very quickly run. My stomach has been screaming at me for the last hour. I need an apple or something, bro. I need a snack. So
no, understandable.
Just hold on to the stream. Entertain, dude. Have you seen the meme of the jester like dancing in front of the fucking?
The queen.
Like,
yeah.
It's gonna be
it might.
It might. Chat. You are the jester. Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah. All right. So as we see, Habsburg did lose a couple positions in that stop that they did under the full, the virtual safety car. Radio from Hartley. Just giving some feedback to the other drivers that are going to pick up the car from him later on about how like the wind and how the car's reacting over curbs and such, in through corners. He's just giving a little bit of feedback, preparing the other drivers in the car for their stint. Hey, hello.
Hey, Apple. I got 2 apples.
Yeah, you got 2 apples. Yeah, I understand.
I got it, dude. My stomach was like screaming at me during the last 45 minutes, and it's because of all the talking I'm doing at 5 a.m. I'm gonna have the best sleep after this.
I haven't had breakfast either. It's right now. It's 2 p.m. for me. So
for the viewers in chat, Rick Balthorn is constantly just on American times. And so
yeah, I tend to be awake a lot for American times.
He's up during the Americans because he's spiritually American. As we now see, the Lexus finally getting. They're still putting it on the VSC for this. I do find this to be quite bizarre.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, I don't like VSC. I understand that it helps.
No, I understand.
But I'm a big fan.
Cadillac's coming in as well.
Bunch up the field, reset.
Yeah, so as you can see, Nick, you went away for a second, but the 35 did drop the places, and the 12 is also going to lose these places.
Okay.
Putting the fuel back in.
And look who goes in the P4. It's a Ferrari.
Well, I think the plan here is they're also going to go new tires. Okay. So the plan here is probably to get the fuel in now, right? Get everything changed now. And that when you eventually, later on, are fighting with, at least for the next stop, the driver change and everything, you won't have to be in the pit lane for that long because you already put the fuel in, of course. So if you sync it up back to the Ferrari and the Toyotas, you should be on a slightly shorter stop, which may be, depending on how the race plays out and if you have a good stint now, allows you to jump them again and then be back on the same strategy. Or you can run an alternate strategy, of course. But I think safety car. They're gonna put
now
safety car.
Now they're gonna
so...
bring it out. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're getting what
so
I want.
The 12,
we're getting a bunching up.
The 12 didn't lose any places. The 12 didn't lose a single place. So it has fresh tires, it has full fuel.
And he's going to be starting in P4.
Right.
This could be interesting
P4,
on the
not bad.
restart.
They got lucky there. Pretty lucky with the safety car switch there.
So now we're going to see what we always see in racing.
We get a first hour highlights here.
As we get some
we
first
see the
hour
town
highlights. But the thing is that we'll see in racing, I wasn't talking about the first hour highlights. I was talking about how we have everyone move. Is that Jackie Ix? The hell is he doing with Genesis? Anyways, oh, that's beautiful seeing the Italian helicopter. But the thing is during safety cars, we usually know we'll see everyone move through the field and we'll get everyone back up in order for a proper restart between the hypercars and the GT3s. But with 1 hour down into this race, it has been all Ferrari, Rick, as we kind of expected.
Yeah. I mean,
it's been all Ferrari.
I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I mean, we know the political games that are being played in racing all the time, and I mean, it would look good for the media if Ferrari won their home race. It would. So things might be slightly adjusted in their favor.
Maybe
it might
slightly. But the thing is also, I got to talk about in GT3, it's looking pretty good now. I think we're going to have some really great racing in the GT3 category right to the bitter end. But the Lexus is now being out. It does kind of throw in a little bit something. Great little replay of the tussle between the AF Corsa and the 20 BMW.
Great replay of the Genesis entering the garage. Yeah, I remember that very well.
And
iconic moment in this race.
It's also great. But
can we get a replay on the BMW overtaking?
You just missed it.
Second place Lexus.
You just missed it.
No, the second place Lexus. That was a different move.
Oh. Yeah, no, I would like to see if he got on that second place one.
Yeah, this one was beautiful. This one was nice. Yeah.
Move it up on the inside.
Great switch up.
Inside, go to the inside.
And immediately the Proton Mustang takes the opportunity and gets by.
That Proton's doing really, really good.
This
has been the best I've seen the Mustang so far this year.
I think they did get podiums last year. But yeah, no, this is... I mean, obviously, like, IMSA hasn't seemed the best start for them. GT World Challenge wasn't good at all. They've been okay, I think, in NLS.
Yeah, they've been okay. This is definitely the strongest showing that we've seen from the Mustang so far this year. The fact that they're Mustang, P3 overall, definitely. This is really, really good. So, I know we got a lot of Mustang fans in the chat. And if you still are fans...
I like this. I like this. Look at the bottom right there. Toyota's the fastest
with
so
the
far.
Fastest lap.
And they're second. They're second in the safety car restart. All right, 22 laps behind. That is
22 for the Genesis. Yeah, the last Genesis is 22 laps behind. Oh man.
It's not impossible to get that back. So we see the Corvette, the fastest lap time. I think that was a pretty early lap 13. So, and the Lexuses, they went from being P2 and P3 to 17 and 18.
What a
damn
way.
How a weekend can turn around for a team.
Also, someone in chat asking, do we get to see what we're seeing? Sadly, no, because if we did that,
No.
this channel would be taken down and we'd both be in jail.
Yeah,
So,
like WEC would come to our houses personally, and they will kill us.
they would kill us.
They will kill us.
So
They will
we
kill us,
can't do
and
that. As much as we would
yeah.
love to be able to show this broadcast, we sadly cannot. The only thing
yeah,
we can
they
show
they
is
will
the
find
live
us
timing.
with they will find us dead with 18 self-inflicted gun wounds.
Okay, Rick.
Like totally not done by WEC or the ACO. So no, we cannot show the footage. We can't. We
I mean,
can't.
it's true. They won't be able to show the footage of our demise. They're just gonna say it's self-inflicted. So that's why
It
we
will be
can't.
self-inflicted.
That's why we can't show it. So the best thing that we can do for now is show the live timing and the track
Yeah.
map, which we have. I know the track map is very, very small, but that is generally the best that we could do with the live
Yeah.
timing.
You can if you want to watch this, you can buy WEC Plus. The only issue is you won't be able to watch it on WEC Plus because the stream will lag every 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's lagging really bad for both
so,
of us.
yeah, you can either
pay
like
money to
find
do it.
you can throw money at WEC,
We're not gonna
and
stop
they'll
you.
not provide any good services. But
WEC doing an FBI style raid? Yep. They would do an FBI style raid on us.
they
All
would,
recognized.
they would. You like they will like our families would never hear from us again. Like it's
It could be our family. Well, it could also be our families too. You never know.
yeah. Yeah.
ACO, if you're watching this, I love you. Don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at us. We're just joshing you. We're joshing. We're joshing with you. It's okay.
I'm not gonna say that I love the ACO. That's not gonna happen. Oh, that's not gonna happen. And it's not gonna happen on a recording. That's the worst thing.
Yeah, you can't have
Like,
that on
go-
stream.
No, I can't have that.
Someone said you could VPN yourself to Brazil. Why would I go to Brazil? Why would I do Brazil out of any country to VPN? Why would I do that?
I don't know.
I don't think I would do that.
I'm not gonna comment on that. I'm not gonna comment on that. That's it. Like, yeah. You
No,
can
stop
do a
there.
VPN.
Just stop there, Rick. Just stop there.
I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you should put a VPN to Brazil, but yeah.
Thoughts on Genesis? Man, it looks so much better than it
Rough.
actually drives. The car looks
Yeah.
great. It sounds
Yeah.
great, but we're just seeing some good old, just
It's
first
the
race
first-
stuff.
yeah.
First race stuff.
The first race issues. This is normal for them. So there's
watch the races. Yeah, watch at your own risk. That is the other way. That is the other way to watch it. We don't recommend watching it that way, even though we may or may not do it anyways. But we don't recommend it. The safety car lights are officially coming out. Rick Baltham, you know what that means?
Yep.
It's racing time. The 51 car still leading. We got 3 red cars up in front, but they're 2 different manufacturers. We got a Ferrari and a
But-
Toyota.
free red cars, but those free red cars are not on fresh tires, unlike the Cadillac.
That is
So,
true. So maybe this Cadillac could try to make it a little extra spicy as we come towards turn 1. I also gotta say, critically, the leader in LMGT3 is completely separated from the other GT3s, so I don't think
Yeah.
he's gonna have any sort of challenge in the turn 1 with that BMW. But as we come down towards Variante Alta, I believe this is Variante Alta, we're going to be getting onto this restart, and it looks like that 51 car is getting really early. It's so easy to give yourself a good restart here, and away he goes up in front.
he goes.
As now we go down towards turn 1 as we immediately see the 7 Cadillac, or not the 7 Cadillac, the 7 Toyota is immediately on the back of the 83 AF Corsa car. As we come towards turn 1, is he going to go and look for a move up in the inside?
No, he's gonna wait.
No,
he's gonna
gonna
wait.
wait it out just for a little bit longer. That Mustang that was leading in LMGT3, he's got a massive cushion up in front.
Yeah, he
as
has
he's
top
going to be
five cars.
holding on to that LMGT3 lead, I think, for a while. I'm surprised they didn't shuffle them through, but immediately we see.
They did some cars.
Yeah, they did some cars, but not all of them. As we're looking, this is a great drone shot of the 7 car right on the back bumper of the 83, looking to try to find some sort of. I can't believe it's like holding up and like it. That drone is matching a hypercar in acceleration.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Like it's matching it. But yeah, between 5th and 6th, it seems to be the closest battle we have as well. 7th and 8th between the 20 and the 35, be it the 20 BMW and the 35 Alpine. That's Habsburg on board, as he's trying to go after Rene Rast in the 20 car. Alpine looking to try in this is again their final year. We'll hopefully be seeing some more strong performances out of the Alpine camp. I don't think so, but we'll have to wait and see. But with this restart, again, it's so easy to get such like a commanding lead. It's so hard to mess up a restart here in GT3. But Garage 59 gets back in front of WRT. They move back up into second.
No,
so
they were in front. They were in front on the restart. They were.
Oh, they were. I thought there was the BMWs.
Yeah, they were. There was one hypercar in between them. There was one hypercar in between them though. So they're behind each other now again. And I mean, we saw how strong that BMW was, like already chasing down the McLaren early on. But
wow, you can see just how much the BMW is better.
Yeah, it can take look how much curb it's taking compared to McLaren. It can. And they get blue flags and immediately use it.
He's gonna go for a
use
move
the
up
Cadillac.
here.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Use the Cadillac. There we go. That's beautiful.
Dude, this BMW is having some of the best driving. Car number 23 stop and go. So the Heart of Racing car, the McLaren trying to do a switchback, and he looks like, he almost got alongside of him on the exit of the corner. The BMW getting the power down a little bit better. But that's some incredible driving from the WRT 32 car, using the Cadillac that went up the inside to just slip up the inside.
That car, for me so far, it's been the most exciting car to watch this race. The moves we saw earlier in the race on the Lexuses, and then now this, it's been good. Like, just perfect. You see the blue flag like signal in the car, and again showing himself on the right mirror. The McLaren tries to defend and immediately just use the Cadillac to overtake the McLaren. That's just perfect driving. That's great.
It's a brilliant
because he's using the same trick over and over. Just show yourself in the right mirror, so the McLaren goes to defend here, and then go for it.
It's over.
It's just that's textbook, like, just perfect. So he sees the blue, he sees on the cast system on the camera, go.
Boom.
Just perfect.
That is as good. That's about as good as a move.
That's
two great moves on the 32 car.
We were watching the overtake happen live. I was watching on board. I was like, that's when you do it, and he did it. That's perfect.
That's as good as it gets. Now, as we're looking back up into I almost said the GTP field. As we look at the hypercar field, we're in WEC, ladies and gentlemen. The Alpine still right on the back bumper of the 20 BMW, but also Mike Conway he's stuck behind another car. This time, it's the AF Corsa Ferrari, and we'll hopefully see that he can try to make it on through and try to move it up into P5. But I got to be honest, despite these guys being within half a second of each other, they're not really pushing it. They're not really fighting it. They're just waiting to see if some sort of major mistake is going to happen from the car in front, and then they'll pounce. But for right now, I think they're just going to keep this gap.
Yeah, just let it happen. Let anything happen that happens. And we got Hanson radio.
Hanson on the radio saying he's free to choose a strategy, which...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like... He has to defend from the 7 car, because again, as much as they're a little bit behind the leaders, I think that Toyota, both of them still are the biggest threat to the Ferraris. So
wow, look at this! Immediately after getting that overtake, look at the gap that the WRT has.
BMW's
gap
gone.
He's gone from the McLaren. The McLaren is now
he's not even in frame anymore. Just nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. And by the way, I should mention that WRT car, that wasn't the same car that made the overtake. It was the 32 car that did it first, but this is the 69 WRT. So both of the WRT cars and
No,
both the WRT drivers
no.
really showing out.
It,
Are you
I think it
sure?
was the 60. Early in the race was the 69 because the 69 car is white and green. It's the Tic Tac livery, and then the 32 is the red one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had it flipped around in my mind. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I need to go to bed. It's
And it's gone. It's the McLaren. I don't know what's going on with the McLaren, but the McLaren is going to lose these positions to the Corvettes. There's the other BMW, the red one. As there's the stop go for the Heart of Racing car. On the limiter, drives away. There we go.
Out of the
So-
way he goes. So, yeah.
Also, the Astons, like they were fastest, I think, in FP2, but nothing so far
nowhere.
in this race.
And they
Nowhere.
weren't really
It's
anywhere
crazy.
in America as well. In Long Beach, I was expecting a little bit
Yeah,
more out
but-
of them, but they were quiet.
They won GT World Challenge though, you know, the biggest GT grid in the world. So
Hey,
it
you
just
win where it
hasn't
matters.
really clicked for them. Yeah, I mean that's true, but I think WEC also matters to Heart of Racing. I think they wanna do pretty well here.
I hope so, as we see Will Stevens is looking on the fresh tire and fresh energy. He's right on the back
Yeah, I'm
bumper
surprised
of the-
I'm surprised he haven't gotten it yet, because he has been on that fresh tire, of course, since the restart. And
True. But it's also Will Stevens, as we are at the top of the timing yard.
yeah,
as we're
I
going
mean,
down towards Aqua Minerale.
yeah, you can make that argument.
I will make that argument that Will Stevens isn't the toppest of highest of quality drivers that you will see in a GTP. It doesn't. I'm not
In
going
the-
to say
in
that
the
he's the
hypercar one.
best,
Yeah.
bad driver, but I can think of a lot of drivers who are better than him. But the thing is that regardless of the driver talent, the fact stands. He's got fresh rubber, he's got fresh energy, and he's hounding the back of this 50 car for third place. Which, hey, if you have a top three of three different manufacturers, I'll take that. That will make the ACO happy and be like, guys,
We'll
see, we
ignore
have a
that
good
there's
bop, right, guys?
yeah,
Right,
like
guys?
yeah, we have yeah. It's like yeah, we have 3 different manufacturers in the top 3, but like 3 of the same car in the top 5. I mean, that is
Yeah.
cutting it off exactly where it looks good, basically.
And guess what? They will run with that because we know how the ACO
They
works.
will.
But anyways,
They will.
the thing is that still, as we exit Tamburello, that 12 car is really starting to hound the back. It's a lot faster through that first sector. But I think, yeah, as
Here
you
it's-
can see
yeah.
through sector 2 and 3. Oh, he might go
No
for it
move,
here into the
no.
inside, but no, he's going to have to
No
back
move.
out of it.
And got it earlier on the throttle. Tries to get the throttle down earlier.
Molina on the radio. It's not speed, it's grip where they're catching. So it is the fresh rubber.
Yeah, but
he's
he's
getting it.
gonna
He's looking this way
try-
and that way as he moves up to the top of the hill. There's no
can't
overtaking
get
there
it done.
just yet.
Yeah.
But this is a great little tussle here for P3 as the Cadillac right on the back bumper, really trying to go for it. I think he might go for it into turn 1 here when the opportunity comes. But Will Stevens, he's got an extra 10% on energy as well. Looking really, really good as he's trying to make his way up into that podium position in the 12
I mean,
car.
like I said earlier, if they have that extra 10%, that means you can do on the next stop a 10% shorter, or at least like 10% less energy you have to put in because you have 10% more than the other cars. And it's basically a free position if you are stopping with the Ferrari. You're going to jump it. Like we saw with the Toyota, 10% less, you're going to jump a car in front by a couple seconds. So I think for Cadillac right now, it might not even be like, obviously they want to get that position on track as the WEC stream crashes with the overtake. Lovely, WEC. Thank you.
And up
And
the
there he
inside
gets it
in
done.
the turn 1.
Well, like I said, you would want to get that overtake done on track, and they do. So now he has fresh tires. He can drive. You see, immediately drives away.
But that's Will
If he
Stevens
just-
moving up into
Yeah.
P3. As you were saying, sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, no, like, and the WEC stream stopped.
And it crashed
Okay.
again. Oh my god.
It crashed. Oh yeah.
I love racing. But that was a great move to finally get up. It is purely down to grip in that car, getting the good strategy and taking advantage. So, hey, the Ferrari, it's human. It's human. It can get overtaken, but the fact that there's 4 Ferraris in the top 5. Come on, FIA. Come on. What are we doing here?
So like what I was saying before is that the Cadillac now has the fresh air, right? Obviously, they wanted to get that overtake done on track, which they did. And with that stop, if they can get closer to that 8 Toyota with these fresh tires, they should be able to jump it in the pit lane if they do that 10% shorter stop.
Yeah, they could very well get that jump.
They could jump it. And I mean, yeah.
But now, as we look at LGT3, the 69
Yeah,
car going into turn 1, looking to try to get the overtake on the Proton car.
You remember how big the gap was for the Mustang? It
was
just
a
drove it
massive
down.
gap.
Same
He
move
does it
again.
again!
Beautiful. He's not there fully, but he is. Yeah.
Oh, he's just
Mustang
on the
is
outside of the
better,
corner
I
of the Mustang, getting the grip down on the outside. That's Stefano Gattuso. In his home race, he's looking to try to get a home win in the Mustang. Why are we looking at this? I don't want to see this, WEC.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with the battle. Okay.
But I will say, we see the 50 Ferrari, the 83 is right there. It might get a move done.
Ooh, it very well could. So
again, it's going to try it again. Left side and then switches to the right side for the chicane, maybe. He's going to try it.
He's going to try it.
He
He's going to
does it.
send it up the
He
inside.
does it.
And he
Overshoots it.
Oh, but he
Overshoots
does
it.
overshoot it. The Mustang is going to go right back at it. We got a great battle here in LMGT3.
Yeah, great.
Mustang versus BMW. As now they go down towards the hardest braking zone on the track. The Mustang, he's holding on to that
Down
inside
the hill.
line.
And he does it around the outside.
Are you kidding me?
Lovely move by the BMW. He's been on fire this race.
Anthony McIntosh, where are you getting this from? Around the outside.
Never heard of him
never
before,
seen
but there
that
we
move.
go. Never heard of him before, but he's making a name for himself this race. He's doing it.
He is really doing it. But wow, this is some incredible
And for the lead
driving.
around the outside, that is great. Great stuff.
I don't think I've ever seen an overtake around the outside there. That is unreal.
And I mean, obviously, what really surprises me, I mean, there's the argument to be made that the racing quality in GT3 isn't as good as it was in GTE because of the bronze drivers, but these bronze drivers are for sure showing a lot here.
Yeah, is this a bronze driver? This is incredible.
These are the bronze drivers. Yeah, the bronze drivers are in for the first stint. So,
wow. Around the
That is
outside.
great.
That's an
Great
incredible
stuff.
job.
Great
Round of applause to Anthony McIntosh. And he's an old guy.
Yeah,
that guy's in his like 40s or 50s. He's showing that
he did it though.
he's showing the classic stuff that you never lose the speed. It's all about the need. And his need to have that speed is absolutely there. You can boo me for that fucking thing. That's pretty cringy. But anyways, we can see now we're getting a bit of a battle here. The AF Corsa car right on the back bumper of
but it did lose the gap too.
5.
So earlier in that little they did it to the helicopter cam. You could see that the 83 was on the bumper of the 50 car, like trying to go around the outside into the hairpin. But now it's 1.5 second gap. Like it just struggling the 83 car, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's happening with that offset, but it's really showing. Look at the traffic as they're making their way through. The Toyota having.
And also, one of the things I would like to see, the Cadillac to the Toyota gap. That's something I would like to see.
Yeah, that would be interesting to look at. I'll see if I can check that out quickly.
I think now is when the gaps should come down. The fresh tires that they have on it, which are again an hour fresher, right? An hour fresher tires. You can imagine, chat, that's a massive difference.
It absolutely.
So that
is.
kind of like. Do we know the?
I'm looking for it. You know, you pay
WEC is
money
not
for
giving
WEC
anything to you?
timings, and it just doesn't give it to you. How crazy! Wow. I paid $20 for this, by the way, chat.
Yeah.
$20.
$20 you could have spent on food or anything else to keep you alive. No, WEC Plus, and it doesn't even work. Oh, the Proton's in the gravel. Oh,
Ooh!
That's the second car. That's the 77 with the white banner.
Yeah, though even the commentators thought it was the leading one as well. It's pretty confusing between the two of them as they have pretty much the exact same livery as you see the 90.
Yeah,
is this the 92 car? getting into a fight, or was that the
That's
91?
the 92. Yeah, the 92.
It was the
Just
92.
the
with
moment
54 switching.
I saw the moment I saw the Ferrari, I was like, yeah, that's not the leading car because they wouldn't be near Ferrari.
Yeah, they very well would
Oh
be. As
yeah,
I'm
the Mustang
looking,
is sliding.
I'm trying to see lap times. Wow, this WEC, this is actually, like, I'm sorry. This is terrible. I'm trying to use this. It's lagging. It's like half a frame. It doesn't show me times. Okay, here we go.
Oh, and now it shows it. Okay. So, last laps. Can we get the last laps in? The Lexus is coming out again.
Oh, yeah, the 78 Lexus that was having an issue with the start is coming right back out onto track.
So what is the last lap for last lap? Yes. Stevens is a second faster than Hartley.
Yes, he's a second. Yeah, a 134.2 compared to a 135.3. The gap is 3.1 seconds, but that's going to be changing very, very soon.
Yeah, and I mean the Ferrari at the front is just pushing, like, or at least they're just cruising. I guess with fresh air, nothing to worry about. They got the lead, but the Toyota is struggling a little bit.
A little bit of struggles as we come into 4 hours and 25 minutes. We got a long way to. I got a long way to go. Jonah, if you're listening, get this. Come on. Yeah, it's just we're seeing a bit of a replay here between the 92 car. See if there's anything.
And that's 77. Nah,
But
there's some
it doesn't
pretty slow
seem
motion
like it.
shots.
Just some nice slow motion shots. Thank you, WEC, for having a lot of very useful replays. As now we're looking back onto the battle for P5
The 7
between
and
Hansen
83,
and Conway.
yeah.
Conway has not had a fun race. He's just been stuck behind cars. And let's see what he says on the radio. Let's see if he shows the Mike. The Alpine behind changed tires, so they have an offset here. They have an advantage. So the 35 car is slowly but surely making its way onto these two.
Closer.
I'm
We got a
not
Michelin
sure.
sponsorship on the leaderboard. Okay, so we see here. So obviously, okay, so Hansen is running in mismatched set of tires with the soft and the mediums
He's got
on it.
softs on the left sides, mediums on the
left,
right.
yeah.
I did not know
Yeah.
you could do that, by the way. That's really
You can. Like, you
Yeah.
can see some of the LMGT3s, like front engine cars run different, like, types of, what do you call it? Strategies with the tires. So they might run like a soft left front because they might not be using the soft left front as much. And some of the mid-engine cars might be able to run both softs at the front, or both softs on the left. Car 92, a unsafe release, so they get a drive through.
We saw that as well. So
Porsches have also not been in a great. They haven't had the greatest start of the year, the Porsches. So.
They have Corsa. He hasn't done his CMRT tire pressures yet. He's complaining of high PSI in his pressures. Mate, you gotta get your CMRT set up, bro. You gotta have your pressures live. So clearly, the 83 car is having some issues. By the way, if you understand that reference, I love you. If you're playing a Settle Corsa and you use CMRT, you will understand. But it is McIntosh that's in the 51 car, or it's James Galato in the 51 car that's leading, but it's Hansen in the 83 that is having a little bit of issues with its tires reportedly. We know from just sim racing experience that having even a PSI up or down is just going to make the driving experience that much worse.
That much worse, yeah.
I really hope they're saying that the pressures are too high, that's worst case scenario. I would rather have a car that's under pressure than over pressured. That means that car
slightly
is
under pressured.
Yeah.
The issue also, and that's something you don't really have in sim racing that much. I mean, depending on the sim, but in real life, tires are, they're obviously made of rubber, as I think everybody knows, and rubber is very, can be very sensitive. If you overheat a tire with too much pressure in it, the tire can really just keep on climbing. Yeah, we see the 92
here. So this
here.
is the replay of the unsafe release. I remember seeing this and being like, why were they going wheel to wheel out? with the number 7 car. He really wanted to get in front of that 77, but because of that, I think they're also doing a driver swap with this as well. So they'll be getting that out of the way.
Yeah, but it's if it's a drive-through, you can't. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
yeah,
you
you're right.
cannot
If it's a drive-through, you
do
can't do
anything.
it. You are
So
correct.
yeah, no, but for like the tires, if the tires keep climbing and climbing and climbing, they're really hard to get back into the pressure window that you like. So that's why in a real life racing car, it's really important to get that, like your TC, like tune in perfectly, your TC1, TC2, to get it as smooth as possible without it like overheating the tires or interfering with your driving. So all these drivers, obviously, like throughout the weekend in the free practice sessions and then the qualifying, they're still fine tuning everything, even throughout the race. You might like later on into the stint change your TC, so you keep your tires in a better window. But we see, the 27 Aston Martin, not
We are
really.
seeing a little bit of a battle. The 27 Aston Martin goes up the inside of the Proton, the 77 Proton Mustang. He moves up into P12.
Yeah.
So that's a fun little battle between P12 down to 14. And it just goes to show you that GT2 racing doesn't matter if it's at the top of the field or at the bottom. There's still going to be some racing happening as we see Ian James in the 27 car moving up into 12th place. It's a 3-car train here between 3 V8s, the Aston, the Ford, and the Merc. I'm curious to see how far behind they are to the 296s that are in 10th and 11th.
Oh, they're gone. They're
But
gone.
I think they are gone, so it looks like after that, there won't be all too much. The 34, actually, wow, look at that. So the 2 Corvettes swapped. The 34 car, the Turkey YFT.
No, they ran like that. They ran like that. They
Really?
did.
Am I bugging?
I think they did for yeah, they did.
I swear it was the 33 that was right. I guess so.
The 33 was earlier in the race. It was with the contact with the Porsche early in the race, or like avoiding the Porsche.
I remember that. I thought he was.
That was
still
the
ahead
33
there.
car who was behind it. Yeah, the Turkish car has been a bit like in the front, but kind of away from the front group, so it's been out of the picture. It's kind of been on its own race. Well, we see a stop from the Lexus, which is not in the position anymore. So that's unfortunate.
It's very far down. They've lifted the jacks, but they're not doing any fuel. They're doing the virtual energy. They're doing an air gun. I'm not sure what they're doing here.
Yeah, I don't really know.
It's hard to tell, and it's just. But the one thing that we know for a fact is that it's not been Lexus's day. What a frustrating way to end, and it's just another reminder. Get the new GR car. Get the GR car in now. Get her on in. As we're now. Oh, look at this. So the 35 car of Habsburg has gone past Conway. So he's moved up into 6th place.
Yeah.
So the fresher tires, I didn't expect to actually play a part here, but it has. But Mike Conway's being told that the Ferrari up ahead is starting to drop pace. So these guys could start to be catching up to P4, but
if I was Mike Conway now, I would do the same thing that they did in the first stint. Like do the undercut, go in early, get away from that slow Ferrari, right? Get the fresh air again, like they had the Peugeot in the first stint and now the Ferrari. Just get into fresh air, do the driver change, do the fresh tires, and just the Lexus. I think they're having some sort of like suspension issue, maybe.
I don't know. This is really bizarre. They're flexing it down. He's jumping on the front of the car. Trying to figure it out. As we see the other Lexus is just stopped. Not a good day if you're a Lexus fan. Not at all. I'm gonna miss that car. I really will. But like, the time for it to move on is now.
It's time. Yeah.
It's time.
It really is.
As we're now looking at the battle here, this is still for P5. The AF Corsa car is still leading with the 35 Alpine right behind, and the Gazoo Racing Toyota car number 7 is also right behind. And a little bit behind there, we see a battle for P11, actually. I thought this was for P10, between the 36 Alpine and the 93 Peugeot. really sad to see the Peugeot fall off, especially that 10 car. An incredible qualifying. Has
Yeah,
shown that this car is not good at holding on to its tires, clearly, compared to the top guys.
yeah, early on they already started like just dropping down one by one position, and 94 now almost in the same place as the sister car, and well, the sister car didn't really have the greatest start of the race, so
Oh.
this is not the result they were looking for, of course.
So according to the radio, we just heard that the Alpines will be boxing a little beforehand to the Peugeot. So whatever offset they're having, whatever offset, it's a 2-lap offset. That 2-lap offset will come into play, and we'll see how that plays for that battle for P10 as the 78 car again goes back into the box. I think the Lexuses should just
Yeah, I think that it's done.
I think that is very
I
much
mean,
done.
I think the reason why they're going out is just trying to figure out the issue. I mean, you don't have access to a racetrack all the time, so it's best to figure out the issue now. Go out, get some data again, and then go into the box and figure it out. But yeah, their day is basically over when it comes to the result, of course, because they're down like 20 laps now. I think Nick,
Yeah.
they're like 20, 25 laps down. So
the Hertz Team Yoda car, I just saw the energy pop up. He's got 10% on the Ferrari and 20% on the Toyota. This pit stop coming up could be very, very interesting. I know the gaps are quite big out on track between the top three, but that could come into play with the advantage that 3 car has on energy. The Alpine is matching the Cadillac, so they're nowhere near each other on track. But the one thing that we do know is that they will be going a little bit differently compared to everyone else. I am curious to know, Rick, do you think that Cadillac might be able to close that distance with the stop because of the extra energy? I don't see why not.
I think so. I mean, it still has a little bit longer to go, of course. The only issue is that once you can run longer, right, and then you're obviously on this, a different strategy. You can either start matching the strategy, but the only issue is you're gonna change the tires. Most likely, they're gonna go do a driver swap, change the tires. You have to because, the Toyotas are gonna go to the fresh tires. So you kind of need that to even stand a chance. The question is, if the 12 Cadillac does that, what will they gain? At least if they keep driving longer, they won't gain much because they're using the tank fully as well, just like the Toyota. So, and then the question is as well, or at least the issue is that when the Toyota goes to the fresh tire and you're driving around trying to empty your tank, the Toyota's on fresh tires.
He's gonna gain
doing an undercut. Yeah. So that's the only issue that Cadillac has right now. What strategy are we gonna play? I'm pretty sure they know in the pit box, and we're obviously watching, waiting for what they're gonna do. But they can close the gap to the 8 Toyota. I'm sure of that. Question is, once the 8 Toyota's on the fresh tires, can they keep up?
Oh, Rene Rast is comparing the vibrations as we see. Despite having the vibrations, he's going to move up the inside on the Mike Conway. So up in the P7 goes the BMW, takes advantage of the lap traffic coming through. And despite complaining about vibrations, complaining about issues, the car's not having many issues that we're going to see because he's pulling away and up in the P7 he goes. So what's going on with Mike Conway?
I think he wasted too much time behind the Ferrari, the 83 Ferrari that was kind of like struggling, but still able to stay in front. Wow. And then they lost out to the Alpine, and then they kind of maybe he's on an energy saving mode right now, just trying to let the Alpine and the Ferrari fight, let them go on and on and on. I'll stay here, but now the BMW got by as well, so that's not looking perfect, but
no, it really isn't. That BMW now, that's the highest BMW so far in this class. What is going on? Okay, y'all, this bipolar ass racing team, do something with this car. Are you gonna have it out or are you gonna have it out? The 78 code this ASB team, they're still going.
Like I said, they're trying to figure out the issue now. They're gonna send the car out again to try and find what the issue is because they don't know.
Yeah, they clearly don't. If they're sending it back out, as we now see, the 35 car, he's starting to hound the AF Corsa car 4P5. This would be a really good result if Alpine is able to hold on to this. But the question is, despite having that offset with the tires, as we're now seeing our first driver swaps in GT3 with the 21 296 coming in, doing their driver swap. The question I have is, how long will this advantage last for the Alpine? I don't imagine it lasting for very, very long. I think.
Yeah, if he wastes his laps away behind the Ferrari, it's not gonna bring him much.
No, not at all. And we've been seeing how easy it is to waste your time behind the Ferraris. We're about to hear some radio. I gave you some of the other biscuits that have energy on the pit wall, mate. You're doing well. That's great. Just keep an eye on for front locking. Keep an eye for front locking and rear ward. Hey, man, change that brake bias. You gotta change that brake bias. So, a little bit of front locking from the 35, but nothing crazy.
A little bit of contact with the Ferrari and the Peugeot.
A little bit of contact between the 54 Ferrari, the sister car to the 21, and a little bit of contact with a 9X8, which, hey, we're racing here in endurance racing. That's gonna happen. The contact between the lower and upper class cars that is bound to happen as the 21 car now exits the pits.
I think that is the 21, or is it the 54?
I think it was the 21. That's what we saw in the pits originally. So that's who's going to be coming out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
As Habsburg still on the back bumper of that 83 car. That Ferrari, when it needs to, it can pull a gap. And it does a very, very good job. Look at this. The Aston Martin, the 007 car, going ahead of Paul the rest in the 93. So the Aston might not be at the top of the grid, but it's still making overtakes.
Yeah, it's just, I am still surprised by that 38 Cadillac. It's nowhere. It's still behind the Aston. It's still behind the sister Peugeot. It's like that's bad for the sister Cadillac.
Yeah, as we're getting a replay of that, yeah, the Aston just sending it up the inside into turn one. Had the Corvette up in front, but got it done, no problem. We're now coming up to, we're about an hour and 50 into this race. Ferrari AF Corsa, the car number 51 that was on pole, is still leading this race and is leading it comfortably. Car number 20.
That's the Rust car.
No
Interesting.
way. Going in for some
did something naughty under the VSC. Yeah.
And so that's going to be the leading WRT BMW. That's going to go right down the back of the order. So that'll put the 7 Toyota back into P7. But that'll move.
Question for you, Nick. Does WEC Plus allow you to see into like race director notes and stuff, like decisions?
Yes, it does. I think it does.
It does. So we can maybe see exactly what they did, if they did something specific with the.
Let me check the race log.
The VSC.
Let's go to race control, shall we? All right.
No, it's at the bottom. I think it is.
Yeah, it's at the very bottom.
It's just VSC procedures.
Yeah, it just says It just says drive-through VSC procedures.
Yeah, so we don't know what they did exactly, but because IMSA would tell you exactly what they did, I think.
Yes. Car number 94 is also under investigation for his pit stop. Hold on. Checking the live. Live has been frozen for a moment. What's going on? Why is YouTube not responding? Oh, it says we're still live. I think we are still live. This is a little weird.
I'm blaming WEC.
Yeah,
I'm blaming WEC.
This stream is WEC.
It's WEC and Microsoft. I'm blaming WEC and Microsoft. Those two are just no.
Yeah, no, it's coming through all good.
91 Porsches in. A fresh set of rubber.
Yeah, so the 91's coming in for his stop. So we'll be seeing how that's coming. We're seeing a few interviews from some of the 296 drivers. They've been having a pretty good weekend. I got to be honest. Well, actually, a little mixed bag. Now I'm thinking about it. Because the 21 and the 54
like you said,
kind of been mid-pack. which if you go look at IMSA, they've been mid to top pack. So we'll have to wait and see what comes out of it. But the 296, not a lot happening, but hopefully we'll see a little bit more as we go down to 4 hours and 6 minutes remaining in this race.
If it rains.
Yeah, if it's still saying, yeah, we're having a lot of issues with, yeah, it's just, I think it's my stream settings. I think what happened is that it port forwarded Jonah's settings onto my computer, and I don't have the same computer, and so, yeah. So, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, when Jonah comes back on, which it will be in about an hour's time, we will actually, the stream is going to end, and we're going to bring back the stream up. So if you are new here and you're staying here, please subscribe and have your notifications on, because, yeah, we're going to be switching it on. We're going to have Jonah streaming it instead of me because, yeah, no, stream quality hasn't been the best, and we would like to guarantee a little bit better streaming quality as we come towards the race. Here comes the 20 of Ras entering into the pits to do his drive-through. That is definitely him out of the running now. With that incident, really hard to see these BMWs. I expected the BMWs to be a little bit better in Europe, but I gotta be honest,
same,
not really showing that much.
They had a disaster class in IMSA yesterday, and today it's kind of just they are the definition today of midfield.
Yeah, they are just midfield.
They are just the Alpine. There's at least one at the front, and then one in the midfield. The Peugeot, there's both at the back now, kind of. But the BMWs were all like exactly in the middle of the hypercar field, doing nothing. So,
yeah, well, it's really struggling, and we're seeing now. This is good on Mr. Water. I think Water is at the back of this train of cars. I could be wrong. Now, looking into LMGT3, we're seeing a bit of a battle on track between Castellecchi for P7 and Barry, the car number 54, the 296, and the 61 Merc. Also surprised that the Mercs aren't doing that well here in Europe. It's interesting how some of these cars just seem to be doing a little bit better in America compared to their European counterparts. One of them being the Mercedes. I would expect them to be a little bit stronger, but it seems, apart from the Aston Martins, they're the weakest when it comes to the front cars. So right now, they're being told that it's going to be about 4 laps, at least for this 61 car. It's going to be 4 laps to go on energy as they're coming up. They have 12 energy, 12% and 14% respectively. So these guys are going to be battling pretty hard here. I think this is the silver driver in the 296, and this is the bronze drivers. Oh, he makes a mistake going wide through Aqua Minerale, and that's going to be the 296 up the inside through the chicane. Is he going to get the job done? Yes, he does. No problem. He's going to move up in the P7.
They did I think the 54 did an early driver swap in this race, so they have been in with the silver driver in the car, and he's just cutting through the field as of now. But obviously, we should be seeing a lot of the silver drivers get into the LMGT3 cars in the next minutes for the second stop of the race.
Well, I think you need to give the 69 of McIntosh a silver rating after the stuff that we've seen from him today. He absolutely deserves it. But
I think somebody in the chat said it. He's 51, which that automatically puts you in bronze.
Oh, really? For age,
it's with the driver rating. So that I'm not sure exactly what age. I think 50 is one, and then 55 is another. But let's say you're a gold driver. At a certain age, you get downgraded to silver, and then at the next age mark, you get downgraded again. So I mean, considering that I've never heard of him, he's not like obviously an XF1 driver or has done anything like LMP1 or something like that. So yeah. Okay, Toyota's pitting this lap, the 8 car.
And they're telling him about the drink. So, but look at Will Stevens, 22% compared to 9 and 1%.
So 7 cars in as of right now. Nick De Vries gets in that car.
we'll just have that livery is so good. I'm so happy they did this.
So pretty.
It's
It is
so
so pretty.
pretty.
I will say I would like to see them do more because it's 100 the 100th WEC race for Toyota today, and I think I would like to see some throwback liveries on this Toyota as well. Some other ones like the blue Denzo livery. I would like to see that on
would
this
be
car.
really, really fun. So out of the pit he comes after they doing their stop. Still. So the 83 car I think is going to be coming into the pits. He's got 2%. So Hansen will be coming in. Habsburg, he's got 22%, so he doesn't have to come in now. But the question is how much longer do you want to go? Here comes Brennan Hartley in car number 8. For his stop, will this be a driver swap?
This should be driver. Yeah, it has to be. So this is a very important stop for the 8 car. Fresh driver in, Hirakawa. Everything. Yep, drink attached to drink and everything, and then.
Does that water? Does that drink stay cool? Does that drink bottle stay cool? Be honest.
I've never had a drink in a car. I've never had a drink system. I wouldn't know.
Damn.
But I assume it stays pretty cool. And even then, like considering how hot it gets in these cars, even water that's like 40 degrees Celsius, right, or 30 degrees Celsius, it's gonna feel cool for your body, right? So. Just a full empty track for the Toyota. Just nothing there.
There's nothing.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice for Hirakawa. Obviously, he has to warm up these tires. 83 is in, or he's out actually.
Okay. I just want to mention something. I didn't do this at the beginning of the race because we didn't have enough time, but I think it's good to mention this. Racing's dangerous. It is, whether we like it or not. And yesterday we got a very hard reminder of that. At an NLS race yesterday, Juha, I believe if I can pronounce his name properly, it's Finnish, so bear with me. But it is Juha Maitinen, 66-year-old who has been racing in the Nordschleife NLS series for well over 20 years. Tragically lost his life in a very serious accident yesterday. I looked up some stuff about him yesterday, and literally it is only great things that is said about it. A great human being who just loved racing, and
great figure in the paddock.
Exactly. Just a great human being around. And I want to say this right now. Fuck every media that's been saying Max Verstappen was at the race and they're using it in their headlines. Shameful.
As their headlines.
Shameful. I've been seeing it so much where they're like, Max Verstappen's race has been canceled. It's like, bro, this get that out of here. I think that's absolutely ridiculous. We're talking about a driver death and you're bringing Max Verstappen into it. Like, it's ridiculous.
You're dehumanizing everything. You're just taking away something that is so sensitive and just turning it into something for clicks. But I do want to say as well that we get reminded, I mean, sometimes that this is not just a game, not just a sport like basketball or anything else. This is sometimes more serious than some drivers can imagine. You sometimes forget it as well, that it's this serious and that it can be this dangerous. But strongest condolences to obviously the whole NLS paddock. That's one of the things who were familiar with him, his family, and his team as well. So really unfortunate to hear that. While we were looking forward to just a really good NLS qualifying weekend, and really unfortunate.
So our hearts go out very deep for the whole NLS community, but especially the Maitinen family. But as we're looking, we are seeing some stops happening. The leader has come into the pits, so that's going to be a driver's stop. I think that's Antonio Giovinazzi that's gone into the car.
Giovinazzi is that no? Is it?
Those
I don't think that's his
those
helmet. I
sexy
think he has
eyes are from somewhere. I know.
no,
But
no. I
it looks
thought that
like
was
it.
what is he called? Isn't that Pierre Guidi? Yes, Pierre Guidi. Yeah. Because I think he has a really funky design this year. Giovinazzi. He has a really funky helmet design. The eyes look pretty similar though. I would agree with that.
And again, just a reminder in the chat, sadly, we cannot broadcast the live stream because, as we said earlier, we will be
WEC will
hunted
kill
down.
us.
WEC will kill us. So, as much as we
Yes,
would
they will
love
kill us.
to, as much as we would love to
Yeah.
show it with you guys, we sadly can't. So, and also, we do have a live date. There is a live data broadcast that's also happening with this watch party, Rick. I don't know if you know that. That stream that has 600 viewers on it. That stream will most likely end, and we'll be switching over to just the watch party. But
Yeah.
as of right now, it's looking pretty good for that 51 car. As now we're seeing WRT doing their first swap. So out goes the legendary
69
bronze
car looks
driver,
strong.
and in comes their first silver driver. So the LMGT3 is doing their big stuff. He's trying to run out of the way, get out of the way of the mechanics. But I'm not sure who that is in that car. We'll have to wait and see, but
Yeah, LMGT3 driving lineups change so much. I have no clue. Like who's in these cars all the time. I wouldn't know.
but it's
Some
Stevens.
drivers I'm familiar with.
It's Will
Yeah,
Stevens
Will Stevens
that has the
takes the lead.
lead for now.
Like we expected. I mean, they're either going to match the strategy with the Toyotas, or they're just going to go long, and they're going long the Alpine and the Cadillac. So it might be smart to keep the times in check as well to see if the Toyota and the Ferrari will what do you call it, undercut it, or like at least start going faster on the fresher tire.
Yeah,
But the Cadillac's carrying some good momentum.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm quite surprised that they wouldn't take advantage of having the extra.
Oh, okay, he's out of the pit lane.
Yeah, he's out
Watching out, of
lane.
course, on the cool tires. But we got immediately Marvin Kirchhofer right behind.
And look at they're talking with McIntosh. So, yeah, he might be in his 50s. He could be very well, but hey, man, he's got racecraft. This guy knows ball. So
he got that though. He got that. That's what matters.
So an incredible first stint from him as Thompson goes into the car. He's still out in the lead so far. Well, he's fifth out on track, and Kirchhofer does get past him.
Not anymore.
As the
Kirchhofer gets past, yeah.
As the McLaren gets by Zegler in the 79 Mercedes has just entered the pits. That now puts the Proton Ford Mustang back up into P1. But yeah, I'm really interested to see this LMGT3 battle going on. That's an American, by the way, Anthony McIntosh. Bro, he got ball. This guy can drive. So incredible job from him on this first stint, and we'll see later what that will eventually turn into as he's going towards his snack bowl. Did you get a zero sugar Red Bull? Attaboy. He knows ball. Zero sugar Red Bull is the way to go, by the way. Having an actual sugar Red Bull it's terrible because you get the sugar crash.
Well, to me as well, I don't know what it is. The sugar-free one seems more sugary to me than the normal one. But
the taste is
it
weird.
Seems sweeter.
It tastes sweeter.
It's better. It's better. It tastes sweeter, but it's not. But yeah, no, the regular Red Bull tastes like tar, and then the sugar-free one is just great.
It is tar. That's the only way I could describe it as well.
I don't know how to explain it otherwise. So fresh set of boots on the Merc.
As they will now be coming out. And I am wondering if we are going to see a little bit more from the car because Merc's been pretty mid so far this weekend. We haven't been seeing a lot as the blue flags are coming out.
So far this weekend, they've been mid since they've joined WEC. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like Iron Lynx, they didn't have a lot of success with the Lamborghini. Kind of blamed it on Lamborghini with the Huracan, even though that car was winning in GT World Challenge and stuff. But they switched to the Merc, and I haven't really seen them back up like, oh, we're a good team, we can run a factory program. Nope, hasn't seemed like it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Hopefully we can see a little bit more out of them, but as of right now, not looking great for the Mercedes side. The answer in chat, net leader is the 51 Ferrari. He's all the way down the order right now. I think he's about P7 or P6, but that's because most people haven't done their stops yet, so he will move back up into the lead pretty soon.
And these, so far the Alpine and the Cadillac, they are on an alternate strategy. They had about 20 extra % when the other cars did their stop, so they will be in. Well, I think that's the 35, just in right there.
Mm-hmm. And this is Gattuso that's just having a quick interview. So the 70s, so the 80, was he in a 77 or the 88 car? I'm blanking. He was in the 88.
The 88.
So they're in fifth right now. But is that, God damn it, Sean Galal just, I can't get rid of him. There he is in the 32 BMW.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't get away from that guy. He's in P4. But so I think the way that it's working right now is that the 77, the 10, and the 32 still need to pit, and it's still the 69 car that's the net leader. The 69 BMW is the net leader in class. So we'll have to wait and see how that's gonna play out after all the stops. But for now, this is BMW's race to lose. It's looking really good for them. As we're now looking at the 8 Toyota, who's got a
it's by the 51. It's by the 51.
What? Oh,
it's by the 51.
It is. We've completely missed it. How did we miss this?
So the undercut worked. The undercut worked by 2 laps.
Wow, that's incredible.
Just able to get the temperature in the tires a little bit quicker, a little bit earlier, and then just shoot by the Ferrari. And he got a gap.
So to answer your question, originally, the net leader is not Pierre Guidi in the 51 car. It's Hirakawa in the 8, so he's in the lead. Yep. Sorensen in the 009 car. He hasn't pit yet, but he's in the lead. I think he's going to be coming in pretty soon.
Now.
Yeah,
there we go.
Now.
He's in.
So now, officially, he was our net leader. He's the official leader now. It's the 8 Toyota. What an incredible job on the strategy to take advantage and move back up into the lead. Let's see how Ferrari responds to this. But wow, I did not expect that. What a great job for the 8 car to move up.
Oh, yellow flag. What's up? Yellow.
What is the yellow for, Mr. Imola? Are you going to tell us or no? I don't think they are.
So Toyota complimenting Hirakawa's stint managing so far. The start of the stint has been, it's a success because they're leading the race. BMW is
that's what it is. One of the Peugeots is out at Tamburello. Is that the 93 car? That's is.
93, yeah.
So the yellow flag, that's Nick Cassidy, who just joined.
Ooh.
This is a brand new driver in the 93 car.
Spun on cold tires.
Yep, spawn on cold tires going over the curb. There's no tire warmers in these things. They are so cold when they're coming out. Probably 15, 20 degrees at the absolute maximum. As we see Stoffel Van Dorn watching up by, they are absolutely devastated. And so that's bare minimum VSC. I think they might bring out the safety car for that as well.
They're going to do safety car. So Hirakawa will be bummed by that because he will lose the 3-second, 2-second lead that he had.
Yeah. He's going to be very bummed by that. So
that is a game changer right there.
It is. But if we also look at it, because Nielsen and Yifie, they've not. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out as well because De Vries is in front of both of the Ferraris. Did he jump them as well?
He was the first to come in. So that the fresh tires and doing the undercut has been so effective here.
Wow. So both of the Toyotas have jumped both of the main Ferraris.
I'm going to look something up, actually, because this could be a pretty vital piece of information for, what is it called? What are the temperatures in Imola right now?
Ooh, that would be a good
question. Because if it's 24 degrees Celsius, which is pretty nice and crispy. So that might mean that for these cars, it's easy to warm up the tires within 1-2 laps, and that makes the undercut even stronger than it will be if like the temperatures were cooler, because you can just get them up to temp, immediately push, immediately use the fresh tires from the start, and yeah, this is
Yeah, bare minimum VSC. I think they're going to bring the safety car for it. Someone just
They
asked a
will,
very
they will.
good question in chat asking about, and Rick, maybe we could try to figure this out. There's a bar under the names on the live timing. We're trying to figure out what that means. My guess is that bar underneath is like the completion of a lap, or is it
that's the completion of a lap. Yeah,
Yes.
all the series like GT World Challenge also does it on the official live timing. It's basically where the car is on the lap. So you can see when they're in the pit box, like Stoffel Van Dorn is probably watching the TV, but they have a screen next to it, which will be the live timing. And then you'll be able to see like how far a car is in a lap, how far they've gone, basically.
So my prediction that Nick Cassidy and Tailport Trevor are going to help this car has it seems like the driver has put this one out. This is entirely driver based for Nick Cassidy. I believe, is this his GTP debut?
I think
Or his
I think he
hypercar
is
debut?
new to Peugeot this year. I think he is new to Peugeot this year.
I knew
Yeah,
he's new
I
to
think he is.
Peugeot this year in general. I'm just wondering if he's ever
I
driven a hypercar
don't know.
at all.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
think so.
I wouldn't know actually.
Maybe someone in chat can help us out with that. But
I know with Nick Cassidy, I know he has done DTM and he's got going again.
oh,
let
so
him- they let him
beautiful. They
drive.
put them up, and so he's back
But
going.
look how much gravel was dropping from the car, so they're gonna have to do a safety car for that. Look how much gravel is going on the racetrack. Here. Yeah, that's
Yeah, these things become Hoovers.
they do, and I can tell you if you've ever
Look
that's
at
puncture
that.
and
Yeah, that's Puncture City right there.
so yeah, no, these cars. I mean, they obviously have a floor which catches a bunch of gravel. The splitter okay, the WEC stream just crashed again. Thank you, WEC. Thank you a lot. Actually, let me do no commentary again. Let's see. Again, it gives us
It
commentary.
gives us commentary when it's no comment. Whatever. Yeah, this is again. As you were talking about, this is not good if you're the 8 car because they are going to bring the safety car out and they're going to rebunch them up. But at the same time, we also saw how good you can get on restarts. This is one of the best tracks in the world for restarts if you're in the lead. There's not many other tracks I can think of it doesn't it's so hard to mess up a restart here. It really is. So if you're in the lead, even though Hirakawa might be kicking himself a little bit, they might have lost a little bit of time. But as of right now, the virtual safety car's still out, and hopefully, if you're Hirakawa, you would want it to stay out. But if you're me, you're a race fan, you want that safety car to come out, bunch up the whole field, and get him in. So
Hirakawa's in a pit. I think it said he went into pits.
same with the 51 car, I think.
Yeah, the 51 is also into the pits.
So we will
Don't
be
know if they
seeing
will show
2
it.
cars entering in. As he now comes back out. Yeah, look at all the gravel that's about the...
All the gravel. So yeah, obviously the splitter catches a bunch of gravel, and then the floor, and then everything that hangs in the diffuser itself on the inside of the car. So
as you were
they're
saying,
doing a quick fuel
they are,
stop.
both of our leaders, the 51 and the 8, are going in. They're doing a fuel stop. Question is, though,
The 50 is
does
all.
anyone do a pit
Is the
stop?
50 gonna go? Okay.
Oh, look at this. So they're doing the left sides. And same with the Toyota. So left side tires.
I think the Toyota's it's not gonna get jumped. No.
No. It's close, but no. So they're going to hold. That's the Alpine. I think that's an Alpine coming in? Or is that? Who is that? That was an
Yeah, that's one of the Alpines. Is that the 35? That's the 35 again. So
35. So now...
the only cars that I think, the only car that stayed out was the 12, which is Will Stevens.
I was just about to say that the only car that has still out on track is that 12th car, Will Stevens. So he will be
But
leading us when we go back to green.
so I will just say as well, for the two cars that I think are the contenders this race, which are the 8 and the 51 car, for the final stint, we will have Buemi in the 8 and Giovinazzi in the 51. So that will be a very exciting pair to watch if they end up next to each other on track. Arguably the best driver in the Toyota and maybe even the best driver in the Ferrari. So
yeah, this is going to be really, really exciting to see how this works, as we're just under 4 hours remaining into this race. We're coming up on the halfway, which I hope comes
I'm going to go to
soon.
the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, no,
I'll be
you
right
can
back.
go do that. I will take the charge. I'll take the mound. Oh, you paused. Bro, he's so used to I can't believe this. He just paused the live stream for me. That's so funny. Thank you, Mr. Bowthorn. So as he goes away, I don't really have a lot to talk about, but I can quickly go over the running order. It is still, so it's Will Stevens that's up in head. It's Rio Hirokara in second. It's Alessandro Pierguidi in third. Antonio Felix da Costa in the 35, Alpine in fourth. Nick de Vries, that's currently in the pit stops, he's in fifth. We got Kevin Magnussen in, ooh, it is not Kevin Magnussen there. It is Yiffy that is actually holding on to position as of right now. As Nick de Vries has also entered the pits to do a quick stop. And then it goes Nicholas Nielsen, Yiffy Kevin Magnussen in eighth, Tom Gamble in the 007 in front of Teo Pourchaire, Victor Martins, Alex Riberas in the 009 Aston, Sebastian Bourdais in the 38. That I am really, really surprised by just the lack of pace that we've been seeing overall. From there, I'm just reading one of the comments. What is VSC? VSC is virtual safety car. So pretty much how it works for now is it's a very interesting way of holding all the cars without actually having a safety car in. So everyone is forced to go 80 kph and to be able to sit down and watch it. I'm surprised that on the screen, like on the track map, you really can't see that it doesn't show that there's a VSC right now, which is so annoying because on the IMSA live timing, it will show you. So the safety car is officially out. That will be helping to clean up with all the gravel. Yeah, I really, really wish that this WEC timing board can show us that it is a virtual safety car because, yeah, people in chat can't even tell. The only way that they can tell is listening to us.
Yeah.
But it still hurts Team Yoda in front. It is the 8 Cadillac in second and the 51 in third. So as we're under our second safety car of this race due to a Peugeot going off. That was Nick Cassidy, who was getting out of the pits on cold tires, mounted a curb when he shouldn't have, and out of the race he went. So they are down 2 laps in 16th. They're actually so they're still in the race, but they're not in any contention for any points. They are 2 laps down. There's no joker laps. There's no way to gain your laps back. So they're going to be down in second, and they will be down. They'll be staying 2 laps down for the remainder of this race unless it gets worse. Oh, man. So as we also look back into LMGT3, it is the Garage 59 car, the McLaren, that is back out in front with the 69 BMW in second position. Those two are going to be very, very fun. Parker Thompson, my Canadian brethren, who is very famous for driving the Vassar's Elephant, he's in the WRT car. I had no idea that he was there, but feeling very happy for some Canadian representation in WEC because we don't get any. So that's very nice to see. And they are second in class. Sean Guile in the other WRT, then the sister WRT in the 32 is in third with the Ford Mustang Proton 88 car in fourth. So that's a top 4 for LMGT3. As the race is going to get back going here pretty soon. I think they've been focusing on this interview instead of doing the actual restart, Rick. but I could be wrong.
Yeah, well, they're currently at the chicane, but I think lights are out on the safety car, if I am correct. They're focused on Andre Lauder, talking about the Genesis and how it sucks right now,
which is
yeah.
understandable. But yeah, we're just
Understandable,
gonna have to wait
of
and
course.
see about the remainder of this race. And what's happening as we see the sister Genesis, car number 19. He's still in this race, still running. But it looks like, oh yeah, so the safety car is still out. It was just a graphic issue. I was like, what? Why'd they pull away the safety
I was
car
like,
thing
maybe
quickly?
because they will cycle some of the GT3 cars past the leaders, of course. They'll allow some of them to overtake.
Maybe. We'll see. It's not really happening right now.
Yeah,
so
they're
still trying to push
cleaning up.
and clean up all the stuff. It's going to take a lot of brushing, you guys. So get to work, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't really understand why are they not brushing it towards the exit of the corner.
Yeah, I don't know
And
why
are they
they're
brushing
on
it
the
towards?
inside. Yeah,
they're
that's
brushing
weird.
it onto the racing line and to the curb instead of like away where it's on the outside of the corner. So.
And yes,
Yeah.
from the live data, you can see when they pit. It usually has a little pit icon when they go into it. I know, guys. Yeah. I really wish that like this live data is like the fact that for free we have better live data with IMSA. Yep. I don't really need to say anything to that. So this is the best that we can do for now. I appreciate your guys' patience. We'll try our best to keep you guys updated on who's in the pits. So keep your ears attuned. To anyone who's coming into the pits, because we do have the live broadcast that we can watch. It's just, yeah, understandably very frustrating for you guys that are just trying to watch this race. But we're still under safety car conditions. We have 3 hours, 35 minutes, and 21 seconds remaining. And I'm not sure if they're going to be doing any shuffling here. Because they didn't do any last
I don't know.
time.
There's no. They did a couple to cars at the front. They did like 3, 4. Yeah, maybe I think the 296 they'll shuffle to the front and maybe the Proton and the Mercedes, just to get more hypercars together. But we'll see. But also something I noticed about the WEC.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the WEC live timing. Look at Nick DeVries. Since when is he Japanese?
Yeah, actually, since when is he Japanese?
I don't remember. He's not, but he has a little Japanese flag next to his name, and that has no.
Yeah, so. Literally, it does say even in our thing that he is. That's funny. So he is in P3, or sorry, he is Japanese for today. Thank you, WEC live timing. Now I'm curious to see if there's any other ones that are messed up, or if it is.
I haven't seen any others. I was looking at it. I think everybody else is correct. I wouldn't know all the nationalities for some of these LMGT3 drivers,
but it looks accurate.
It looks accurate. Yeah, this is all accurate. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, that's we got a new Japanese.
Hypercar Japanese driver here in WEC.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Which is interesting.
Oh man, I'm so tired. I went to bed at 7:30, and I'm still tired. I got at least like 7. I got like at least 7 to 8 hours. Well, 7 hours of sleep. That wasn't enough. It's now the first light is starting to come through. It was dark for a while, but first light's starting to come in. Safety car lights are still on.
Yes, but they did say double yellow is gone. So I assume that there's no more marshals on track, and they will probably restart in the next lap. Yeah, and they let through a bunch of GT3s. They're on the front straight now. So.
Yeah, it's hold on. Sorry, Jonah's. Sorry, Jonah was just messaging me. The boss, the owner of this channel, just making sure everything is all good. He will be coming over in half an hour. If you can be staying, so. yeah, so my apologies for the bit of silence. We're just trying to figure some stuff out. Like I said, we will be ending this stream in around half an hour's time, and we will be getting a brand new stream up. Jonah's going to run it, so it's going to be a lot smoother, a lot less laggy. So I really do apologize for the technical issues that we've been having. But we've done 2.5 hours of racing, so it's not looking all too bad. And, oh, has something come up for the leading Cadillac? A penalty?
I don't know.
I haven't
I don't
seen
think so.
car number, cars 50 and 12
Yeah,
drive
yeah,
through yellow
12
flag at
as well.
T13.
They will get a drive-through. So the Ferrari and the Cadillac will both get a drive-through under green flag.
So under green flag, they will be going in. That is unbelievable. So the leader is not going to be the leader for much longer. And that 2-horse race that we were talking about is going to be a guaranteed 2-horse race because now the 50's out and the 12 that's been pretty competitive with the fresher tires, he's out too. So this is going to be a 2-horse race between the 8 and the 51.
But the 35 Alpine, I wouldn't count that car out. It has seemed to be getting stronger and stronger throughout the race. At the beginning, it was kind of in the midfield, towards like the front a little bit, and then now it's in the top 5 on the same strategy now. Like it can do it.
Sounds good.
Stand by. You can do prep mode on. It's still safe. You can go prep mode this lap, and I will keep you in fourth. Safety car has still not instructed to go at faster pace.
So they're just giving some safety car restart instructions to everyone. And again, yeah, just want to give a reminder that the stream will be ending in half an hour, but don't stay or don't leave just yet because the stream will be coming right back up. We're going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break and then we'll go right back into it. So we're coming up to officially 3.5 hours remaining in this race. It is still, although it's the 12 Cadillac that's in the lead, we know what the battle is. It's between the 8 and that 51 as we see the Genesis guys talking. And, you know, this is going to be, I think they knew coming in that regardless of what happens this weekend, it's going to be an amazing learning experience. Yeah. And so if these guys are what we expect them to be, and I do think this Hyundai team is a really strong organizational team. From an organizational standpoint, I think they're going to be really, really strong. If they know what they're doing, they're going to do a lot of good stuff with this.
Yeah, and if there's anything that, like, the best way to get faster and the best way to just become competitive is miles. Running miles and miles and miles. Running laps. It's the only way that they can, you know, close the gaps to the top teams. I mean, Porsche Penske isn't here anymore, but in their first year, they were not good. That Porsche was not competitive, and we know what a powerhouse they became with that car. Just developing the car, understanding the car more and more, and who knows, maybe that'll happen to Genesis. And yeah, the only way to get there is just by running laps, and you can have a setback like the 19 car had early in the race. You got to just fix the issue, get back out there again, and run laps. That's the only way for them to learn from it.
Understandably. So, and it's got to be good, though, that at least one of the cars has been issue-free so far. Well, knock on wood. But at least one of the cars has been issue-free. I don't think they care about the pace. They're just happy that the car is working. At least one of them is working. But to get the answer to the question someone just asked in chat, how the 12 car got a penalty, the only description that we have was that it was a yellow flag at turn 13. And this was about 5 or 6 laps ago. So my guess is that they overtook under yellow. But like,
yeah, I mean turn 13 would be the chicane, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. I don't know if anything happened there or like it's really cryptic, or at least like we don't get a lot of info from WEC themselves when it comes to like the race director notes. We just get like very basic stuff. And we don't get like, oh, they overtook this car under yellow. We know nothing, which is, yeah, unfortunate.
But there is one thing that we do know
in this lap
is that the safety car isn't in this lap. So, despite having a drive-through, the 12 Cadillac will be the one to lead us away. Or, ooh, look at that. Do you see the Alpine almost just crash into the back
Hey, they already went.
of the cars? So already the 3 cars are away. So that's going to be Will Stevens. Or sorry, that's not Will. It is Will Stevens still in the car with Rio Hurricane in second and Pierre Guidi in third. And he's not going to go. None of these guys are going to go in and serve their stop in immediately. So we'll have to wait and see.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can on your out lap, or on the safety car restart lap. They have to do it on the second lap, I'm pretty sure. So we'll see if Will Stevens will either try to make a gap so he doesn't lose as much time, or he goes in now and tries to end up in fresh air. But the issue is also, remember, Nick. Oh, Peugeot has an issue.
Oh yeah, one of the Peugeots going very slowly. I think that's the 94. Oh man, it just doesn't continue for them. The luck for that car. I think that's Nick Cassidy still in the car, still having issues. That's
think
unreal.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're going.
Yeah, that's the 93 actually. Yeah, that's the 93. It was the 93. So the one thing that you don't want to do if you do a drive-through now, where are you going to end up? Behind all the GT3s, and that's going to cost you a lot of time. So I think they'll try and extend this penalty as long as they can until they WEC tells them, hey guys, please come in. Please just do your penalty.
Please do your penalty.
They'll try and get a gap so they won't have to lap these. Yeah, okay, we have a little fight here. I think that's the second McLaren, the 58. That is the 58.
Yeah, this is
fighting for P7. This group.
Battle for P6
for
with the Porsche.
No. This is P7. P7 because of course it's a 33
you're right.
Corvette.
My bad.
Yeah.
It is a little bit for battle between the Manthai, the TF Sport, and the Garage 59 car. That's the second entry in the Garage 59. That's labeled 58, interestingly. But that's a great little battle here in LMGT3 as they're getting very racy. But it's still the McLaren up in front in LMGT3 after they got ahead of the 69 car. But look at this. So here they come immediately into the pits to serve their penalty.
So they are doing it
they're
early.
going to be serving them quick. And look at this. This is the 83 car going ahead of the 7. Oh, they were already ahead. Never mind.
They were already like that.
Same. So that's the 7 car putting a lot of pressure on the 83. The 36 Alpine putting some pressure on the 007 Aston Martin as the 94 Peugeot was in 8th place.
I mean, if you're the 50 car now and the 12 car, the Cadillac, you'd just be bummed about this because you're gonna have to fight through all these GT3s while the other cars you were fighting with earlier, the hypercars, they got fresh air. They're gonna go. They're gonna go. They don't have any traffic. Yeah, they don't have any traffic for at least another 5 to 10 laps, and now you are gonna have to go through that.
And you're going to have to go through these guys battling. Look at the Porsche trying to warm up his tires as he worked up the inside into the hairpin on the McLaren, unable to do so. That Corvette went around the outside in the turn 1 to get the job done on the sister Garage 59 car as he moves up into P7. Look at this. Will Stevens making his way through.
You hear him lifting off. How much he has to be patient. He has to wait. You can get the McLaren here. And then it's a little gap to the next car, but this is just bad. This is not nice as a driver.
Not nice whatsoever, but look at the gap out in front. Now with those 2 cars away, the 2-horse race that we predicted is happening right now between the 8 and the 51. But that means that the Alpine is now up into the podium spots in P3, so really good. And he has the fastest lap of the race so far on 132.258. He is flying in that 35 car.
That's a 36.
36. My apologies. So this is 36.
Intense. But again, it seemed like we had one Alpine more towards the back and one at the front. It seems like the 36 car is also getting closer towards the midfield, trying to find his way past the Aston Martins, which I'm sure with the pace that he has, he can. This is going to be a great battle. I already know it. If there's any chance of Buemi later in the car fighting with Giovinazzi, that should be a great thing to watch.
I cannot wait. As the Toyota men are watching from inside the garage, they know that this is a very good opportunity to try to steal a first win away from Ferrari, especially at their home race. Get that one out of the way. But the thing is that 51 car is fast, and you can see it.
And not only that, I mean, it's so important for Toyota to win this race for multiple reasons. It's a TR010's debut. I mean, that is a very good spirit for everybody. You developed a good car at the factory. We won.
Automatically.
And not only that, I mean, obviously we had the cancellation of the Middle East races. to start the year, right, in Qatar. But remember who won in Bahrain last year? Yeah, they would be going back to back now if they win this. So that is a very good like spirit lifter if they can beat Ferrari here at their home race with a new car and go back to back. Like that's all that matters to them now.
And it does.
And
matter.
immediately, you're leading the championship if you win this. So Toyota would be off to a better start than last year.
A lot better start.
To say it simply, like yeah, this is good.
Last lap for Hirakawa, a 132.931. Pure Guidi, a 32.928. They're three
so
thousandths of a second between each other on track.
And
that's
they're flying.
Equal.
Like
and they're flying.
They're about like they're almost a second a lap faster than, well, I mean not a second, like half a second a lap faster than any other hypercars on track. Remember, these two got fresh tires during the safety car, right? At the start of the safety car, they got the virtual safety car, they got the tires, so they are just in a league of their own, the 8 and the 51.
They really, really are. And you can see Victor Martins, despite setting his personal best, he's 2 seconds slower, doing a 134.137. But yeah, no, compared to the front two, Antonio Felix da Costa, he's doing 33.6s. As Alessandro Pierguidi just crossed the line to do a 132.6. He went 0.2 faster than Hirakawa last time out, as that battle for first is still running on. They're so close out on track, and it's not even close. It is those two, and it's those two alone, as they're going to be coming down towards turn 1. The live data a little bit ahead of the live stream. So if we look towards on our screen, you guys can't see this, but if you look towards the right side, you will see on the map some stuff appearing just a little bit earlier compared to the stuff on streams. If you're paying attention, you might see something crazy happen before we do.
That we haven't seen yet, yeah.
Exactly, but the 51
the 51 seems to close in slightly. It was 0.2 faster last lap.
But we know 0.2 is not enough to overtake unless a crazy mistake happens. That is not enough to find a gap. You got to be at least half a second at the bare minimum.
I think if you want to joke, because we're not losing this position. Just use a little bit more if you need it.
And that is the green light to go for that battle up in the lead. As we're on board with Victor Martins right now, who set the fastest lap of the race earlier, but he is pretty comfortable setting 34s in P10.
Also, we see a Genesis fighting another car.
Let's go!
Remember, this is
the
19. This is, again, this car is how far behind? Laps behind, right? But
we're seeing something.
It is, there's a bit of gravel here.
Ooh. Speaking of the 36 car, car number 36, I just saw quickly, it just popped up. Under review for the safety car restart. Maybe he jumped the start? I'm not 100% sure.
Too early, yeah.
We'll have to wait.
I mean, I don't know exactly as well. I don't know what the rules are for WEC for restarts either. If you can overtake before the line or not, like it depends on the championship as well. But maybe he just got by another car before the finish line, and that's why he's gonna get the penalty. Like we don't know.
Here's my question for you though, Rick. What's a championship that allows you to overtake before the line on a restart?
I wouldn't know, but there's certain championships that do like the safety car line, certain that do the start finish line, certain that do it immediately off the jump. Like, I mean, obviously it's a very different type of like championship, but I know NASCAR, for example, on restarts 2x2, if you pass somebody in the same row, but nowadays that's one of the older rules. But nowadays you're allowed to pass before the start finish line, and you're allowed to pass somebody on the same row. So there are, per series, it's different. Some do like the safety car line, some do the start finish line.
Interesting.
But it could be something like that. It could be just that. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't the first in the queue, so it's not like he caught the safety car or something. We'll see what the verdict on that is, what they exactly did, if WEC gives us the information.
I hope they will. But we're just on board with this LMGT3 battle as Christopher's still in the lead with Parker Thompson in second, Sean Goyle in third. But Sean Goyle in the WRT car, he's holding off a little bit from... Okay, I got to be honest. This 88 team, is this a full Italian driver lineup for this car? Because they've had Gattuso in, they got this guy in. I'm not sure. Like, I'm
think
trying
so.
to figure that out.
I'm not sure exactly.
Gianmarco never. I
who's
mean,
the
he's
first?
Italian.
Yeah, he's
So
Italian.
we got
I
two
think the first
Italians
two
in the
drivers
car
on that car is.
guaranteed.
Yeah. What car is Sargent on? I think he's on a 77, right? So.
Is he? Oh, and someone someone mentioned him earlier, and I was like, wait, why are they talking about Sargent? What? I thought he was in the LMP2. But
No,
no, he
Sargent.
is in. And someone was
So
asking
Sargent,
if he's a
yeah.
silver driver, and I think he is.
No, he's platinum.
He's platinum.
No,
yeah.
he's platinum.
Because
So
he's an F1.
if you are an F1 driver, you're immediately platinum. Immediately. There are F1 drivers that later in their career go back to gold and silver and bronze, but that's because, like I said, the age thing where once you hit a certain age, you get downgraded one level and then another one and another one. But F1 drivers are instantly platinum. So.
Gotcha. Also, someone just asked in chat asking about what happened to the Cadillac and the 50. They had some issues under safety car conditions. I believe they passed under yellow, and they had to both serve a drive-through. So they went and immediately upon the restart, took their drive-throughs, and now they're going to be fighting their way through.
So he's in the 88. Sargent is in the 88 with the two Italian drivers.
Interesting. I mean, to be honest, there should be another driver in that 88 that we know. But the main thing is that he is going to be racing, and is that his GT3 debut?
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't think he did IMSA this year.
No, he did
Daytona,
not.
For example.
I think he was in the LMP. He might have been.
I think he did maybe LMP2.
But yeah, I don't think he's been in the GT car. So glad to see that he's still racing. Glad to see that he's still out. But yeah, looking pretty interesting here in the top class. I got to be honest. The Aston Martins are doing a little bit better than I expected, both in P7.
They're doing a bit better, yeah.
They're showing a little more promise than they are in America. Usually in the States, the only reason you see them gaining positions is because the car that they're passing has issues. That's just what happens. But we're seeing now they're holding on to a P7 and a P9. They have a Peugeot in the middle, and the Alpines aren't really doing anything here. So it's not looking terrible for them right now.
That's, I think, also the advantage here. They're running two cars. In free practice, you can try multiple things on different cars. Like, finding the setup and the sweet spot for each car is a lot easier when you're just running more miles in a weekend, right, with two cars. And in IMSA, they don't have that luxury. They're running one car, just not really improving that much when other teams are, just improving a lot more in a weekend. But I am also looking at the Genesises, for example. The 17 car is fighting with the BMW for 12th position.
Yeah, it's in 12th, and it's on merit 12th because.
So
that's gonna.
I mean, who would have expected? Who would have expected, right, that the Cadillacs would go from one at the back and one at the front to both being at the back or towards midfield back, and then just. The Genesis being in front of it.
I didn't expect that. I did not expect that either.
It's really been a bit of a roller coaster.
Whoa! Look at how close that was. I think that was the 50. Oh, I'm so sneezy. Excuse me. It's the Ben Manthai car trying to go up the inside of the Mustang, but he had to make evasive action to get out of the way of the Ferrari.
Yeah, and I mean,
on board.
Ferrari needs to, because
this was for the lead. This was the fight for the lead. So he's trying to be like, get out my way, I'm trying to fight for the lead, but he lost a lot of time there. Wow. And you can see he's still losing time. Look at the. Oh wait, never mind. That was different cars. So no, he's 3 car lengths behind, but it's not terrible. The thing is that hopefully this Toyota is able to get by all of these 3. This is Man, Livardo, and Galal that he's passing 4th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd in class. And it looks like he is able to clear them all critically before turn 1. So that's very good for Pure Guidi to get right onto the back bumper of Hirakawa. Hirakawa is having a really, really good stint. I got to be honest, compared from my knowledge of the drivers, of the Toyota drivers, he's the one that I know the least about. But if there's one thing, if he's still been on this team and we don't see Kamui Kobayashi doing all the driving, I know he's in that 7 car, but he's not doing nearly as much. Hirakawa's done a very good job for Japanese representation in Toyota, and we're showing, and he's showing us now against one of the greatest to ever do it, and Alessandro Pierguidi, he can hold his own. So very good job from Hirakawa in this 8 car for holding his own up in front, and I would like to see what their energy is. So
but here he's getting closer. He's slight trouble with traffic for the Toyota here.
Yeah, a little
and
bit.
the Ferrari's right on him. This is
gonna be interesting. This could be as we're coming up.
And do we know energy levels as of now?
Yeah,
It could be that the Ferrari is maybe using a little bit more.
I would love to know energy levels because, yeah, these two are probably around halfway. That's my guess on energy. I think they're halfway to go after the restart. So they still got a long way to go on the stint. But I do believe... I wonder who has been better when it comes to the energy. They've been pretty equal from the two of them. So we'll have to see. But they are really, like you could see with the times that they're doing, 33.8s. Well, yeah, Hirakawa did a 33.880 and Alessandro Pierguidi did a 33.870. The next closest car on time, a 134.3. Half a second down. Next car to that is a 134.9. So these guys are on average, they're second to lap faster than any other car on track. These two are pulling away and they're pushing these cars to the limit.
I will say though, Nicholas Nielsen in 15th is doing 32s. He is faster than anybody on track right now, and he did set the fastest lap. So that 50 car, I mean, it is kind of out of the running considering, well, it's in 15th, and it's really far behind. But they're on pace, so if something happens safety car-wise, I mean, obviously, we're not even halfway yet, that car got a chance.
It could. It very well could if it could try
to
make the way through.
It's unlikely, because these two have been basically flawless all race long.
But you never know with these two what could happen. It could get pretty tricky and triumphant. You never know. It could get a little dirty between these two. And maybe that's exactly what if these two crash out and it turns into a three-way race between Alpine, Toyota, and BMW, I'm gonna lose it. I think it's still gonna come down to either Toyota or Ferrari. But we gotta wait to see. I don't want to hope that either, because these are two of some of the finest drivers in the world, and for them to crash would be very, very shocking to see. But they're still holding it on as they come in through this first sector. 3 hours, 9 minutes, and 30 seconds remaining in this race. Hirakawa in the 8 car, still in the lead, with Alessandro Pierguidi in second. Antonio Felix da Costa in the Alpine is in third, as we see a update. Sean Galal moving up, or actually moving down a little bit. He was actually having a battle with the Corvettes. He was, I believe, in P4. Oh, he's actually
He was in P3, but the Mustang also got by.
The Mustang got him, and the Corvette. So wow, the
second BMW struggling a little bit,
having a bit of issues. As we look at their last laps, 32.4. Yeah, last lap 32.989 and 33.046. These guys are equal. It's so awesome when you see two cars and two drivers equal. And that's what we're seeing right now between the 8 and the 51. This is going to be great racing for the remainder, as Pierguidi getting on the radio. Okay, so we're doing a double this tire set. Just keep the amount of pressure. We are going to do a double this tire set, not triple.
Yeah, they have to. They have to.
I wonder if Toyota is going to do the same, because reminder, they also only did 2-tire stop as well, so they're probably thinking pretty similarly. And now, okay, so let's look at energy. So they're both, they're equal, both one at 58, one at 56, so they will be coming in around the same time. And everything about these two is just equal on times, equal on energy, equal on pace. It's just equal right now. And
also, something about Toyotas that I want to point out. De Vries is within a second of Da Costa. He drove the gap down. It hasn't been shown on the live stream yet, but there will be, I think, a change in position there because the Alpine has not really been the best on pace as of recent.
No, yeah.
About two to 3/10 a lap slower the last couple laps.
Good job. It's
So we'll
just
have to
you
wait
So-
and see.
at this pace, there's
And yeah, they're just saying over the radio, just telling Hirakawa, keep doing what you're doing. Don't you dare end. Keep on pushing it through. But the main thing is I'm just looking at chat, just making sure everything is all good. The main thing is what's going to happen here with the remainder of these guys? Because I don't think Felix Acosta, Felix Acosta is going to, I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to that. I think De Vries will be.
No, he's not going to be able to hold up De Vries. I mean, it's also, we're kind of seeing that the Toyotas are, I think they're just getting into a rhythm. The longer they go, I mean, we saw it with the GR010 in the past. The longer they get into a race, the more they get into a rhythm. Just, they kind of, on strategy and just on average lap times, they're just a little bit better than any other team in WEC. It's really impressive. I mean, that's obviously, it comes with the experience that Toyota has in this championship. But yeah, there's the battle. There's the battle right there. He's right on him.
He's right on the back bumper as we come out of the exit of the hairpin. He is right on the back bumper of that Alpine. I gotta say, pretty good job today so far from the 35 car. I don't think any of us expected for them to be up to where they were, but they've been fast throughout all of practice, and here they are, still in the top 3 spots. So good job. But I do have to agree with you. It's not a matter of if that Toyota's going to get by. It's a matter of when. And I think it could happen in the next few minutes, which, by the way, we have about 5 minutes remaining in this race. The number 50 Ferrari, someone just asked about that. They are currently in P15 after having to serve a stop-and-go penalty for an issue under yellow flag conditions. So they're down to 15th, but good to know. They are the fastest hypercar, so they will be making their way through the field.
Yeah, well, actually, right now, the last lap for Will Stevens and Nicholas Nielsen, 136.
Wow,
they've been struggling.
Wow, they're really falling through.
They did get through the GT3 traffic, but again, that is the issue. You are on a slightly different strategy now. You are in a slightly different place with the track. Now, you're gonna have about equal lap times with the 8 and the 51, but then in 5 to 10 laps, I would say 5 laps, the hypercars at the front are going to be striking the GT3s, and then you're going to be faster again. But then once you strike them, you're going to be slower. So it's going to be really hard. Yeah, it's going to be hard for the 12 and the 50 to get anywhere near the front again, unless if another safety car happens, which we've had 2. It's 3 hours to go. It's a high probability that we'll have one more.
So
technically, yeah.
I would like to hope so, but you can see a little bit of a train here between the two Valkyries.
We might see an overtake here. We see an overtake here between the Valkyries, or maybe
they could be between P and A. Also, Pourchaire got by. So Theo Pourchaire in the 94 car, he got by, and he's up in the P7.
He did get.
And now we're seeing a little bit of a tussle between the Alpine and the Cadillac. That's Bourdais trying to do something for that 38 car.
Salvage something for Cadillac.
We've seen nothing from them all day. This could be their first little bit, as Alex Ribieras is defending with all of his might. He's also defending from the Alpine. As look at how close these guys are through the chicane. Because now they're going to go down the hill towards the double left-hander, the final 2 corners on the track. This is a crazy little battle. And look at that. The 20 of Robin Frins is also there. And look at him. As around the outside he tries to go, Martins on the Ribieras, unable to get the move done. But he's got that long run down into turn 1. And down we go.
Valkyrie has no slipstream anymore. Doesn't have anybody to help him. But it doesn't seem like the Alpine has their run. So, no, it's not going to happen here.
No, I don't think it will. Maybe the Cadillac might just send it up the inside, but no.
Yeah, it shows the nose, but nothing. Well, here it might happen.
Oh, yeah, it could. The Alpine has had a bad exit. Really bad exit, but I don't think the Cadillac's going to sneak it up there. No, he's not. And look at who's right behind in P13 in the 17 car. The Genesis. It's here.
Genesis.
We see it. It's out
and
on
the other
track.
one is right there. The other one is like a million laps down, but it is there.
But look at this.
That's all that matters.
From 9th down to 13th, it's 5 different manufacturers. Aston, Alpine, Cadillac, BMW, and Genesis. It looks pretty cool seeing all of those out on track, all fighting.
We go on board with the Genesis actually
We're
now.
on board with the Genesis, which, ladies and gentlemen,
21 is in. Is
sounds
that for an
very,
issue,
very
or is
good.
that a timed stop? I think that's just a time stop.
I think that is a classic time stop. I'll go and look quickly to see if there's anything.
Car 32. Oh, that's Sean Galil, right?
Yeah, 5 seconds added to next pit stop. Unsafe release.
Yeah.
So an unsafe release for the sister WRT car, the 32. So not looking good for that sister car. Not looking good whatsoever. We are officially at 7 o'clock, and we're officially halfway. And I know we got a really good battle here on track, but ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to take a little bit of a break now. We're going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break. But in 5 to 10 minutes, I swear to God, if this overtake happens in the next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm so sorry.
I'm really scared of this. But yes, we have to take this break.
We got to take a break. This is for technical difficulties as well. Once we get back on, we'll have a much smoother, better whole live stream. We're going to have 3 people on. It's going to be me and Rick, and the host of this channel, Jonah, is going to be back on. So we're going to take a little bit of a break. And like I said, we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. So as of right now, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for everyone being here. The fact that we've had up to 89 viewers with this laggy stream is, I got to say, this is ridiculous. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Really, really appreciate you guys staying out here. And we will see you in about 10 to 15 minutes. Have a good one.